Oh, Prasant with the prime sub. He's always there, always subbing. Yes, sir. I have this older outfit on. Ooh, haven't worn it for a while. It's basically what I wore last time, but with that t-shirt on. So now, no t-shirt this time. I figured try this one. It's a little bit nicer for the wear, a little bit easier. This time we're playing Oblivion. I've been trying to play it for a long time, but I didn't know. You know, you like the subs? Oh yeah, of course. Get the subs, hit them with a pie, splat them, of course. Show them the underwear. Oh, yeah, that's how you use the big shoes, right? Yes, sir. How have you been, Prasant? Did you win the lottery yet? If you did, let me know. And you can afford to drop 2 subs if you did, okay? That's all I need, only 2. Save the rest of your money. Nope, not yet. Dang. Dude, what if I won the lottery? Show up dressed like this to claim my prize. No one will know who I am. Just be like, yeah, I won the lottery. Haha, honk honk. I'll just show up with my horn like this Prasant, right? Blast it in their face when I take the big bucks home. Easy win. Easy win, easy times. That's what we need to see, I think, dude. Since I last streamed last week, some big news dropped. We got the Chi-Town Pope right from where I live. Yes, sir. Maybe we could have ran into him at one point. You never know. All I know is now he knows about deep dish and dub bears. That's it. That's it. That's all you need. That's all you need when you're the Pope now. So big. That's the big news. I already showed the big shoes. I don't think there's any other news. No news. They are updating this game, which is great, to like patch it and make it better. And mods are out now. I'm not playing any mods, but it is out. Mods are out, so you know we appreciate that they left the kind of the old engine underneath, so you could still mod it. They're not like supporting mods, like they're not putting out a creation kit for it or whatever, but they can mod it still, so that's fine. Good old Todd, he knew what the people wanted. He knew, yes sir. I think Todd gets a bad rap, but you know, he made some good TV shows, made some good games. He knows what's going on. He knows a thing or two. I think he knows more than clowns, at least. Maybe not about pies or juggling. That's a little up for debate, right? I mean, it just really is, right? Yeah, that is. Before we get into the game, no, let's get in right now. Let's see. Let's put these on. Let's hear the lore. Oh yeah, I hear that. Yes, sir. The game is too loud. Might be a little loud, actually. Oblivion's a loud game. Let's try that. Let's continue from the last save. Who knows where it is? Not me. Don't ask me. I don't know. People always come up to me and ask me things. I'm like, I don't know. Well, it didn't crash. That's a good sign. I always say if the game didn't crash and your pants are still up and there's no banana peels around, it's a good sign so far. You gotta be careful though. You walk next to those banana peels and you just slip, whoa, like that. Just walking around the corner like this in a hurry to your big meeting. You got dinner at home. Whoa, you slip like that. You ever slip on any banana peels, Prasant? It's a dangerous style. Oh, you know what? I'm in the middle of this quest. I broke into this guy's house. With the shovel. So now what do I need to do? We're doing unfriendly competition. So we're doing some side quests, and then we'll go do some main quest stuff. Then maybe one of the guilds will work on. Confront Thorinir, that's right. Let's go confront that guy. Let's go give him a piece of our mind, you know? Let's tell him a thing or two. It was hard on YouTube to find the Oblivion Remastered, what's it called? Like genre, not genre, but like game when you're streaming. And it's like Oblivion and all these other things come up and you're like Oblivion Remastered and it's like you have to type the whole thing in and it's like, okay, fine, there you go. Well, get the new Switch and play Mario Kart, plenty of banana peels. Oh, the new Mario Kart's got banana peels. That's a little dangerous for me, Prasant. I don't know. I'm not sold on it. I'll get the Switch too. I just don't know. I don't know about that game. It seems a little dangerous. Seems a little sus.
Hello
I could
there.
got hurt. Look at this guy.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back.
I can't
Yeah, we're
believe
showing
what
him a
I've
book
seen.
we found. We said this guy's
I'm mortified.
buying stuff from dead people. Can you believe that?
These things here were once on the bodies of the
How's that
recently
audio there?
deceased. It's just too horrible.
Maybe a little bit louder there. Yeah, let's catch this guy.
Yes, that's the least I can do.
This
But
guy gets off
foremost,
scot-free
never
for
make
all
him
his
again.
illegal activities just
Promise
because
you
he
that.
helps us.
Secondly, I remember him mentioning a place he had to be this very day. Yes. You don't think he would dig up another? Oh no, he wouldn't.
Well, of course he's gonna do it.
Yes, you
Yeah,
know
we'll
that.
stop him. Maybe, you know, we
You
could
tell
tell
him
the
I'll
cops,
decide
the
what to do
guards,
with all
but
these
nah.
ill-gotten things. I hope everyone can forgive. I hope you can forgive me. I had no idea.
I had no idea. You believe this guy, Prasant? I don't believe him. These shifty elves, I say.
Hi there.
You know, why can't we just let the guard know?
Greet, state your business.
Okay, could you help us with this? Could you do anything?
Bo Thiel from the Arcane University is looking for someone to chase the
What?
bandits from campaigns.
No, I don't want to talk about this.
Trying to enhance her.
There's a crime. Can't we report it? Can't we report the crime, sir? Why not? Why can't we report the crime? You know? They said no crime reporting for you. Let's go. Let's go kill this guy. He's a tough guy. We better be careful, guys. Okay? He's tough. He always has like a guy with him, and there's a secret mace. I think it's a mace, if I remember correctly. This is always a good quest to do because it's early in the game and it's easy to do. Good to see you. I don't know you. I don't know any of y'all. Come on. They act like they know me. Let me see. I need to have my frost spell out. Boom. I need a weapon. I need some gear. I think I wore this so I could be stealthy to break in the house real quick. We need that. We need the helmet. I think that's what we need. There we go. Now we're looking good. Oh, wait. This is not looking good at the bottom there. Now we're looking good. And get 5 is quick save. Yes, it is. I play like a paladin, so I have a sword, shield, and I use spells. Oh, yeah, he broke in here. We noticed that. We noticed that, right, Prasant? Look at this. Let's go inside. I like how you could just, like, go in stealth and then, like, snipe the guy with a bow and arrow and he won't even confront you. Look at this guy. I think the higher level you are, the better gear he has. So before we confront these guys... How do I see my wheel again? Let me see. I'm sure I can win without it, but what is my... We're gonna do that. Gives us a little better shield. And this is the most damaging one I have. Did you really have to give me a quest update right there, Oblivion? Yeah, here, I'm gonna lure him away from this guy. We're gonna try kill him right away.
I had a feeling you'd catch on sooner or later. That's why I
Ooh,
had this
fell right into his trap,
prepared for
Prasant. Come on, guys.
You'll notice the grave is already dug. This time it wasn't to take something away from the graveyard. It was
Oh, he's tougher than I thought, actually.
Do your work over with.
I'm trying to play on medium like difficulty, which is not very hard.
This ends.
I have healing spells though.
Die.
They're actually doing well at this difficulty with this level.
Right, won't you die?
Oh, we got him. He's been slain. I like how the quest is just like, yeah, we finished the quest, and there's this guy here to kill me.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
We gotta bait him. Hit him with that. Finish him. Oh, we got him. Yes, sir. Get his gold, steel. I think I have just as much of that stuff. Take the shovel. That, yeah, a shovel is proof, right? Where's this guy's body? Look at this guy. He just slipped on one of those banana peels when they ask what's going on. They say, what happened to him? He slipped, officer. Wasn't me. And this is where... Oh, my acrobatics. This is where that mace is. It's only 4 damage, but it can sell it for quite a bit. So I'll take it. Because, like, you don't get a lot of money doing the quest. But, you don't get... Yeah, you don't get a lot of money, but you can just do that. And with a Fusro Da, dude, they should mod... What if they modded that into this game? It'd be crazy. Someday we'll get Skyrim Remastered, Prasant, and then you can do it again. Okay? But not right now. Sorry about that. Todd Howard said it just works. Okay? Just works. Just works, he says. We don't question him. He's Todd. He's a legend. Okay? Yeah, we don't question that guy, Todd. Okay, let's see. We gotta go to a place and do something. What we gonna do? We're gonna go tell, I think, that lady.
It's you, the hero of Kavachi.
That's right.
This is truly
Please.
an honor.
It is truly an honor. That's what I didn't like about Skyrim. You could do a lot of stuff, and then you talk to people and they say, "Were you a peasant?" Haha. And then Oblivion, you actually did stuff, and people said, "Wow, it's you. I know you. I heard about you. You actually did stuff." Like, okay, but you know, but in Skyrim, they're like, "Who are you? You're some loser, haha. I'm literally the Dragonborn and saved the whole world." Nah. The guards will acknowledge that you're Dragonborn, but that's like the best you get. Not yet, haha.
You must hurry.
Yeah, not yet, haha.
I have to spoke. I hope everyone. We need one more. Were you able to?
Just not yet, and then it won't let you continue. Just say, not yet, haha. I've been gone for a few hours, but
I'd be next.
I did nothing, haha.
I've come to some decisions. I intend to donate. I also want you to know that I had a long discussion with Gen C. I realize you risked your life to give me a chance.
That's right.
And
We
Thor
risked
never
our
forgets
lives.
things like
See,
that.
everybody says thank you in
Accept this
Oblivion.
ring.
The Skyrim, they say, get out of here, get out of
To say
town.
thank you. Now,
You ever played Oblivion, Prasant? Oh yeah, Weathered Circlet.
you've shown me mercy. I won't forget that.
See?
Thank you.
He says thank you. That's what we need more in life, guys. A little more thank yous, a little less not thank yous, I'll say. What does this do? Resist fire. I don't really need the light on self. There's better rings, but I'll put that on. I could do it. I could do it to him. Yeah. I think that's fair. Let's go talk to this one girl. Yeah, help that old beggar out. Don't ask me. Well, I gotta level up after this. Oh yeah. I'm not trying to speed run leveling up. I'm just trying to play the game and level up as I see fit, like as it makes sense to do it. Because if you speed run and do it, you just get hit by crazy things. I wonder if the game was harder because they updated and they made the difficulty better. I don't know if they did.
Well done. This shovel will certainly confirm Agarmir in your
Now the
absence
City Watch
or
helps.
you're visited, and we spoke at length about his role in this scheme. I believe he told me of his intentions.
How
to donate
nice.
all
He
of
just
the
they just
money
didn't
and
know.
inventory to the local temple.
You know, I supplied
Also
these
agreed
terrorists
to
with all
buy
these
and
things
sell
and then they killed
merchandise
people.
at
I didn't
fair
know.
prices.
Yeah, that works.
Last but not least,
This
he's
guy
officially joined
dug
the
up dead
society.
bodies. I didn't know.
I am taken
I was
aback
looking
by
this
his
way when he
honest
did it. I didn't know.
intentions. In return, the society has decided not to press charges.
No
His
charges.
name will be absconded from the records of this crime. Now,
Must be
I'm
pretty
sure
nice.
You, are
You could just
waiting
do
to
that,
hear
right?
about your reward. The society thanks you for
Looks and sounds
everything
good.
you've
Yes, sir.
done. Please take this gold.
Ooh, the camera. Yes, sir.
Many thanks on behalf of all
I like the
of us.
camera. I like how I can go like this and talk to people and say, whoa. Or I can do this and say, whoa, I can stand up. So, I'm happy with it. Yeah.
It's been a pleasure doing
Oblivion
business
doesn't
with
run
you.
perfect, you know, but it is what it is. That's sick, yes, sir. I like also the appeal of the people who have transitions where it's like it actually covers the screen and goes away. That's good too. But it's just sometimes simpler to have this. Come help me with this with your stuff, like your stream stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can do all this on OBS. It's
Hi
just
there.
requires more effort.
About heavy armor, I'd probably ask
I need to go to a
You
inn.
thought about
Um,
each other's
there's an inn this way, I think.
I've heard others.
Yeah, this game looks really good. I mean, it is hard to run because it is on like you know, Unreal Engine, and I certainly don't have it maxed out. I think ray tracing is like minimal and everything's on medium. Eventually, I'll get a new PC so I can play it crazy.
Hello.
It doesn't look that much
You ever
worse
seen
than like
Irene
maxed
at
out.
your
It just would do normal stuff, you know.
Amazing.
Just run a little better. Class. I always make my own class. I made a paladin class. So I took warrior birth sign to get more endurance, get more strength. I just went with imperial, I guess. Oh hell yeah. This is my here. Major skills. I did blade and block, so some paladins are more like not shield focused. Yeah, I like to do magic. I like to do magic characters. I like to do the stealth, and then I like to do the warrior. So this is the warrior playthrough that I'm doing for the main quest, a lot of the side quests, and probably Fighters Guild. I am a paladin, so I could do the Mages Guild. I might do a pure mage for that. And then I would do not Shivering Isles, I would do the Knights DLC, because that makes sense, especially for a paladin. And then probably Shivering Isles I would do. Yeah, I would do that on this account. Then I'd probably do a later playthrough of the stealth knife and bow for like Thief and Dark Brotherhood. And then I will do one, maybe a mage, a pure mage. Or I'll do mage in this. And this one will also be the arena fighter. So I put destruction so I can hurt people. Alteration just so I could like later on walk on water. I guess it's kind of a paladin thing, right? Open locks, those kind of stuff. Shield me. Of course I need restoration even though I don't need it. Yeah, the Dark Brotherhood line in this is really good. I don't know what the Dark Brotherhood or what the equivalent was in Morrowind. I really don't know. I haven't seen that. But Skyrim's is not as good as this one. Although Skyrim still is good. Make sure to do a lockpick tutorial. Oh, yeah. And when you're in the Thieves Guild, you can buy lockpicks. You can buy lockpicks, though, from the Shady Sam outside Imperial City. I put Restoration just to have an excuse. I could spam it to level faster, too, if I really want to. I think these are kind of Paladin-esque things. I put Speechcraft because I didn't like any of the other stuff. I didn't think it was important. I was like, oh, Paladins are very noble and supposed to talk to people. So it's just really there for role-playing purposes. I guess I'm a Blade right now. I like the leveling up system a lot better, where you don't have to smart level. Don't have to say, I got to let them hit me a lot so I can level up my endurance. Otherwise, I can only plus it one. I think it's
something else.
I think it's a good change, I'll be honest. I really do. I think it would be hard for me to enjoy the old leveling system. It's not that big of a difference, honestly. It's just that you don't have to sit there and say, okay, for this character, I want all these major skills, but I need to level up these minor skills so I can get the stat boost. And it's like the point that they're minor skills is that I don't care about them, right? Like, it's still good if you level them up because your overall character will be better. But it's just kind of annoying that it's a thing. I did not plan this time right now. We're just going to relax for like, it'll be 6 a.m. So I'll go a little longer. Oh yeah, valid. Yeah. I have done playthroughs where I had one singular character who did all the quests, all the guilds, the main story, the 2 DLCs. I've done it. I'll probably do the castle DLC where I get like my own castle eventually. I don't want to do it right away. You can do it at level 1. But like, level 1 you deserve that? I don't think so. It is super tedious because then you're the same character the whole time, and you could level up your sneak and change all your gear and do it, but I just like to have separate characters. And it really doesn't, I mean, it kind of makes sense that you could skip the main quest, especially because there's mods to skip it now, which is great. Especially if you want to play like the assassin characters, like why would they be interested in the main quest? It also makes sense you could be a bad person who is in jail and gets rescued. And then you could be like, well, yeah, I'm a bad person, like, but this is important. People are like, if the Daedra invade, I'm dead too, right? So I gotta stop it. Yeah, I like this. Instead in the old game, if you don't know, there would be like, if you only leveled certain skills, it might say +1 to strength, +5 intelligence. Like, because I happened to level up my destruction 3 times, you'd have to do more than that. But then I'd be like, no, I'm a strength build. I just leveled the destruction because it just, you know, I spammed it or whatever, and then it ruins it. So you couldn't spam like that unless it was purposeful. But now you can just say, yeah, give me 80 strength. Give me more endurance. I got 2 left. I am a mage, so I want 2 of that. I'm not being too super smart with what I do. I want my strength eventually the most because I'm a paladin, right? But I do want intelligence and willpower for spells a little bit later, especially when I make spells eventually. I guess I can only make spells if I do Mage's Guild or if I do the college. Okay, it's 9. Oh no. Oh, good. 9:12. It said something else for a second there. Uh-oh. Don't want to get in trouble, you know. I know I take my pants off on the stream, but, you know, that's a little different, right? Can't have that, guys. Just can't be done. Yeah, I switched over from OBS to Meld for streaming only because it's easier to make it, like, when you first set up, it's easy to make all this stuff, and you don't need plugins, like, with OBS, so then if OBS updates and then the plugins don't update, then they don't work sometimes, and then you have people be like, oh, I'm not going to update the plugin anymore, which is completely their right to do because they're the ones who made it. It's not their job, right? They don't get paid for it, so it's completely valid, but then it breaks. So, like, I used to have my thing slanted like it was, like, 3D looking, and then they stopped updating that plugin. Someone else probably made a new one, a new version, but still. You know what I mean? It's just not helpful. So we could go to the Dagon Shrine right away. I feel like that's important, you know. I'm not trying to be nitpicky here. I think it is a little bit important. So the Dagon Shrine is over there. Now, this game is so nice. I'm going to go to the manor, and I'm going to go there physically because I could just go to Shaden Hall. I haven't been to Shaden Hall. I'm trying to do a playthrough where, like, I only can fast travel when I've been there. I cheated for Bruma because you have Martin with you, and it's annoying to take the companions everywhere. But I have been here. I think once the Dagon Shrine is done and they escape with the amulet, the urgency will go away because we're like, oh, we need to figure out what to do anyways. And then I can go be like, okay, what would be the best benefit of my time? We need to gather money to then gather supplies to, you know, to really benefit our cause, right? You need money, you need supplies to armor people up. So then we'll probably do Arena or Fighters Guild. I feel like I don't know, Arena or Fighters Guild might make sense first. I'm not sure. Storyline wise that I want to do. There's a quest here. It's kind of tedious. I don't really want to do it, so we're gonna get on him. I wish you could look first person again. I bet someone will mod that. I don't know because it's like in the original you could, so in this one you can't. Let's just go explore because it looks so nice. I know it doesn't look so nice when it's like, some people complain and they're like, this doesn't look good, haha. And it's like, yeah, because it's rainy, overcast. You're not going to see ray traced lighting or great visual effects. Like, that's not how the lighting works. Like, that's the point. It's just how it is. And yes, if you don't have it run so well, you can only do so much, but I want to explore and see if I run into anything new, because back in the old days I didn't explore as much as I did in Skyrim, so I kind of want to explore more. I don't like that if you scroll down you'll see the horse's like name pop up. I think that's a little bit strange choice. But pretty much I have no real complaints. Like, it's Oblivion, but it looks way better. It runs on modern systems. I know you can run the old one, but you can only get so much out of it. You can mod it, but you can only do so much. This is taking us through here. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. See, I like how the roads actually lead you to places, too. For Empire. It's called Empire. Oh, it's chugging right here. Doesn't like the Fort Empire. I get better FPS off the horse. Let's see what's here. See, the outside, it does not like... Why is he going for my horse? Did he just kick my horse, bro? You're an imp who can throw fire. What is he thinking? Going in the Oblivion gates is definitely tedious. Some people, I think there's 60 that spawn total, and some people are like, yo, I closed every one instead of just doing the main quest, which is like crazy. Hey, there's the... Oh, R is how I can do that. I did that so I could get the level up credit. Because obviously I am smart leveling up in the sense that I'm picking things like strength and stuff, which are going to help me. Anything interesting up here? Yeah, eventually I want to definitely get more stuff, because think I could run the stream better so I could actually get more than 60 FPS while streaming and everything could be maxed. That'd be really nice. So that's a long-term goal. But we'll see whenever that happens. Okay, so up here is not much. I will say that I like the dungeons better in this game now than the original, because in the original they all were kind of bland to look at, because especially in retrospect, when they first came out it was kind of cool to look at, but later on to go back and play it, it was like, oh, they all look kind of bad. And Skyrim's are definitely, I'd say, better designed. But now, even though they're simplistic dungeons, they look nice, so they're a little more interesting. So let's go inside. We passed here. We might as well go here, see what's going on. I'm not going to try to get too distracted. I'm surprised that imps are full of this dungeon. Ooh, it's a spooky dungeon. I hear skeletons. Ah! Yeah, look at that. Look at that fire. It's crazy. Honestly, just crazy. Ooh, look at the blood on the sword. I know the original had that too, but this actually, like, looks good, right? Although when the first game came out, people were, like, praising the visuals. Honestly, I know people kind of retrospectively say, oh, it always looked bad, always was behind, but that's really not true, because people at the time were like, it looked good. I'm sure they acknowledged the faces weren't that good or animated that well, but considering everything else, they said, like, environment looked good. Especially considering the scale. Ugh. I need to get my block up higher eventually. I'm going to try to level up my blade, because I need to kind of get that better. Easy. I just like to do the auto attempt. I'm not a good lock picker. Like my character, right? Reflect damage on self, that's kind of good. Isn't that good? Like it's gonna do fire. What's the other one? Speed is good. Fire 15%, frost on 15%. That's a lot better than this 7%. So we're gonna put this so like any damage at all is gonna reflect off. That's kind of good. Ugh. And now it feels a lot better. It doesn't feel like you're swinging like a balloon or whatever. Somebody once said in one review, they were like, it's like I'm swinging a balloon around, haha. And I definitely understand. It definitely feels better. It's a lot of chests, really? We'll take it because we need to sell it for money. Oh, I did not even see this guy. Yeah, we need to sell it for money later. Like I said, I want in this playthrough, I feel like when the justification for the other guilds and stuff during main story is to be like, oh, we need to take on jobs and earn money so we can put it to the cause of the main campaign. Because like this paladin guy, he's not in it for a lot of else. Why he was in prison, I didn't really create a backstory for, honestly, so I don't know. How deep does this go? Sometimes they go very deep, and other times not that deep. So we'll see. I might not go through every dungeon, but on stream I want to do at least a dungeon. Because the the Dagon Shrine is not like particularly hard or long. It might be hard to get out if depending on the level. So, but I just leveled up my strength a lot, so we should be doing decent damage, which we are. Okay, let's see. Yep. I don't know if the shield even does anything on the fire, right? I mean, it could. Could. Resist poison. Is this the chest that's like the victory chest? It could be. How good is that Curus? My Curus is 6. That one is 7. Plus it gives me some benefit. Can I see the benefit? Show details. Oh, what's the enchantment? Resist poison? I mean, I'll take it. And it looks a little bit cooler. I like it. I'm happy with that. What are your guys' thoughts? Let me know. I think it looks good. That might have been like the boss chest. And loot is leveled in the game, so like, you know, the better, higher level you are when you do the dungeons makes sense. So I like to do them throughout the playthrough. Don't do them all at the beginning because you won't get as good stuff. And don't save them all till the end because then they're all super hard. There is something to that. I liked how Fallout 3 had certain areas that were more dangerous at any level, but like it also works where like this way, every time you find a new dungeon, it's not like too easy, I guess. You know what I mean? You don't outgrow the game, but you can still feel more powerful, but not in the original really, because the leveling, you had to actually do the smart leveling, which was kind of annoying. Looks like it circled us back around to the beginning. Very good. Let me see something. Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's continue on where we need to go. Oh, I thought that was taking us to the outside for some reason. I don't know. Oh, yeah, see, it does loop. So that chest was kind of in the middle. That was probably the boss level chest. But we got new armor that's actually better. It one more damage point absorption and resist poison. So I'm happy with that. That is why it is good that the dungeons are kind of randomized. Like I said, I did like Fallout 3 where like you go to the specific spot and then they're like, oh yeah, here's Lincoln's rifle, and it's like it's good no matter what. So they both have their merits. I don't know if I expect Elder Scrolls 6 to be better than this game though, because Skyrim was just mechanically better for like the as you played. Got a lot of lag there coming out. That's just how it's gonna be right now. But story and all the other stuff was kind of worse, I'd say. So like I'm a little bit concerned, you know, on stream maybe I will just skip to it because of how it runs. That might be for the best. Might be, might not be for the best. I'm not sure right now. We do have quite a way to go. Oh, you know what? Let's explore. Let's explore. We're not in a hurry. When you're a clown, you can't be in a hurry. If you start hurrying, you're gonna trip, you're gonna fall. Especially if there's pies or banana peels involved. It's just not a good idea, I say. That's what I learned. That's a thing or two I learned. It says Oblivion Gate. Well, let's close it. If we find another Oblivion Gate, we won't close all, but let's close one on stream while I'm here, right? Well, that's just as a gate to Oblivion. And I've probably never been in this gate to Oblivion before, so let's do it. That way you guys can see an Oblivion Gate on stream, right? That way you can't say, you didn't close any Oblivion Gates on stream, haha. Look how nice it looks. What a nice gate to Oblivion. Let's sneak past that guy. If we close the gate, will he disappear too? We're gonna sneak inside. Yeah, we're sneaking inside. Dude, where's the Doom guy when you need him, right? He could come in there and wipe them all out, I think. I think it would be for the best. Yeah, it looks so much better when everything... It really looks like almost like Doom now, you know? So that's probably the tower we need to get in. Hopefully this isn't one of the super hard Oblivion gates where it's very difficult. We will see. If it is, I will go do the Dagon Shrine and we can always teleport back here. We can always fast travel back. Well, we are going to try. Those things shoot at you, I believe. Sometimes they do. Yeah, they do. I like how it has a reason now for to have stamina is a lot more important because you can actually sprint. Whoa. I loved the trailer when they released it, how they had to live stream and everything. They did it so well. They just did it incredibly well, actually. And I was very impressed. I kind of knew what to expect because of the leaks, but like, it was still cool to see it. What happened to this guy? Nothing good. I like how there's a Star Wars reference in one of the gates to Oblivion. I don't know which one it is. Where you just look at the lava and there's a guy half crawling out and it's like, yeah, that was probably Anakin. Like he's got his hand up or whatever, so it pretty much certainly is. You know, Todd had to do something special for our boy Anakin. Ooh, this is cool. I don't think I've ever gone on one where I went over a bridge that wasn't connected there like this. At least I feel not. And I know you can just speed run past all the enemies, but like that's not fun. Like, let's have some fun. Let's kill them and level up and gain the benefit, I think. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, we gotta go through the cavern to get closer. Whoa, they almost got me. Oh, it's coming for me. Haha, you can't get me, Todd Howard. What a fool. What a foolish man. I need this. Okay, let's... Quick save, even though I'm sure I don't need to. Those things like to hit you. See? I want to get my blade up higher because that's going to be the thing that's holding my damage back based on the number of my strength. You know what I mean? This is a dead end. It is hard to navigate Oblivion. I feel like Skyrim is easier to navigate. Morrowind is a nightmare. I have played Morrowind for like an hour maybe. And they're like, go down to the lake by the tree. Follow the river up to the north. Like you have to actually read it. And I say that it sounds bad to say, oh, you have to actually read. Well, like it is hard. Let's get this guy. See if we can knock him in the water. Not water. The lava. Well, we killed him. You and the old one could drag the bodies. Can you drag the body? Yes, you can. Let's say, see ya. See ya, chump. Ha, ha, ha. What a nice fall this guy had. Oh, there's a hole right there, dude. Dude, I've never seen one like this. See what I mean? Like, all the gates, there are a lot of gates, so you can try them and see how it goes. Like, there's 60 of these, and I mean, I do think it's tedious. I'm glad it's not, like, required to 100% complete the game, and you can just do the main story, get rid of them. But if you only do the main story ones, I feel like you miss out a little bit. Although the main story, well, you have to do the gate, like, Allies for Bruma, and then you have to do, like, 8 gates for that. So if you don't do any regular ones and just do those 8 gates, it's fine. If you skip those 8 gates and don't do any extra, then you have to do once in the world. Otherwise, you only go in like 3 for the story, I think. So like, if you only go in 3 gates, like, is that really Oblivion? You know what I mean? But I definitely understand why you don't want to do like 20 or 60. That's too much. I got him. I caught him. Caught him lacking. Let's get a little block up there. I heard later on you get where you can shield bash like in Skyrim, but you have to have your block certain level. So I would like to get to that point. Stamina needs to increase. Uh-oh. Oh, we're on the other side of the gate now. Wait, we are? I don't know. Oh, wait, I just realized I shouldn't be following my compass. I need to actually find where we're supposed to go. I don't know where we're supposed to go. What happened to him? He died? Like that? What happened? I'm killing these guys. I'm cooking them. We're cooking these guys. All a day's work for a clown. Clowns are kind of like paladins. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that one. That might be a hot take. Oh, I missed that. There we go. Oh, where are we going next? Yes, sir. Where, oh, where? Let's see. Is that where we need to go? We need to get to one of these towers. Sometimes there's extra ways you can go that don't actually benefit you. Can I get into this tower over here? Let's see. I don't know. Yes, we can. And that way is the gate that's locked. So I assume we go in here and then we can get over to the tower. I like how you can make NPCs who are essential fall in there and they just infinitely die. It's glorious. So glorious, actually, they say. This is one of these pits. That looks scary. What? Come on, I was trying to be on that. What? Oh, get me up there, Chief. Get me up there. Oh, come on, I gotta get up there. Right? Oh, there's another pulley over there, too. That gate goes out there. We probably want to go higher up to cross over, but I don't know for sure. Well, we'll find out. We'll see. Destruction leveled up, blade leveled up, yes sir. The punished. Oh, I opened the gate, so now I go back. I'll try to go out this side door here. See if that saves time. Yeah, let's do this. Let's see where this leads us to. It's just Tremora over there walking around? I assume that's gate that opened. And I cannot make that jump. Really? Yeah, I think that's fine. Oh, come on. What an overdramatic guy. He goes, arrgh. Kind of overdramatic, brother. Now we get to the front again. And the gate will be opened. At least I think that's what will happen. I believe it. I believe it. You guys believe it? I need to get like a rubber banana peel to slip on. That's what kids are. That's what the kids love these days, I think. Urgh. A little Oblivion where the guy goes. Urgh. Yeah, here we go. So you couldn't go this way normally, or if you could, I guess I just missed the wrong way. But pretty sure you're supposed to go that way and then loop back around. So now it should be a straight shot, maybe. Let's run in. Look at that run. They gotta do something about that run. Otherwise, it looks good. Whoa! Well, this is a real battle here, guys. No! They killed him. You mean you killed him? No, it was them. It was them, guys. They killed him. I'm the hero of Kavach. More dangerous scum. Yeah, if I have a mage, maybe I'll make a Sith Lord mage. Maybe he'll be evil for some reason, but not be the stealth guy. The stealth guy should be the one who does the Thieves and Dark Brotherhood. Oh, I missed, really? Ooh. Let's take that. You know what would be also cool? Do a hardcore playthrough where, like, you can't die. If you die, you lose, like in Minecraft, but you have to turn the difficulty not to the max because that's too hard. So you need to download the difficulty mod so, like, you can go one level higher than normal, but it's not, like, unplayable. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard. You have to be careful. You can't just run in and go, adventure awaits. You know, you have to actually, you know, be careful. Especially in the Oblivion gates, and see how long you can live. And, like, see if you can complete the main quest or whatever or anything, you know? I know I'm doing the main quest now, so I might save that for when I can get it to run better and everything. And I can mod that playthrough a little bit or whatever. Heavy armor increase is good. That's great. So great. So beautiful. So. Not right now, but in a little bit I might take a few minute break. I might try after this we might just fast travel where we want to go. For the sake of the stream progress. I'm making progress. We're leveling up, we're doing stuff. If I kill these guys, will their Daedra that they summon go away? He keeps healing. These guys. Can't believe these guys, Alex. Look at this guy. He just fell. It wasn't me. Yeah. Are you going to play Oblivion later, Alex? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she didn't believe that it was going to come out that day. I told her that they're going to live stream it, the reveal, and then they're going to say, available now. They said available today, not now, but it was available now when they said that. So they should have said available now, but they didn't. You know. Try to give them all these great ideas, guys, but they wouldn't listen. I don't know what they're thinking. Where's Steve? I know Alex and them are out, so I don't know, but it's fine. Give me a second here, Chief. That way they can't say I didn't stream. That way they at least knew I streamed, right? They know I'm not a phony. Okay, let's continue. Well, I think we're almost at the top where we can close the gate. Oh, am I supposed to go this way? Wait. I think this way, right? Oh, no, no, no. There's just another gate there. Or not another gate. Door. I love the way the doors come out and they're like pried open like they're organic. Uh-oh. That was close. Haha. I love the ones where where there's guillotines and then they kill you. That was close. Haha. So I'm a little too smart for these guys. Haha. It'd be great if there was a guillotine there that killed me. Right when I say that, just imagine. I'm getting a lot of money, guys. I'm going to buy a house in this game. I want to buy a house in the game, but I also don't because the DLC you can get free houses. I might do the haunted house. I might buy the haunted house so I can say I bought a house and I get the cool quest with it. I think that's a good idea. Okay, this is hard, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save first. And then we're going to go like this. We're going to do a secret technique. Oh, we got it. Oh, he actually blocked me? My athletics leveled up. Take that, sir. I'm surprised I haven't seen PBG stream this game. Maybe I missed it, but he's a huge Oblivion fan, so I'm surprised he hasn't played it. Or he's probably played it. He probably just didn't make content on it because he made so much content on the original. Or he's busy. Should double check. Maybe he has streamed and I missed it. Because I would watch the streamers doing that, you know. If he was streaming and I was streaming, I'd say, go watch him, you know. Look at how I'm dressed, you know. I don't mind. I don't mind, sir. I don't know when the ones with guillotines show up eventually. I don't know if it's a level thing. It has to be that the gates are made, like, with that in mind. Ooh, the lust key. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. A little bit naughty up here. Right? Look at this guy. I just walking out here. I just walked out here. If they changed the level, because when I last played, it seemed like it got a little harder. I know I leveled, but before I leveled, I would be happy because normal difficulty was a little too easy. But hopefully, harder difficulty, the jump is still not as bad. Look at that guy. He thinks he's doing something when he poses like this. He goes, oh, it's like, what are you doing? There was a door there. I don't, but if I can keep going up, I'll keep going. Look how nice this looks. This is what we needed. Whoa, I didn't notice this guy over here. Big Benjamin, I think. That's what we call these guys. You good, Chief? He was not good, actually. Okay, he was not good. Because I killed him. Yeah, the running up the hill thing is not doing so good. Let's go, let's go. Let's get this place closed down. Oh, jumped them. Just like in GTA 6, jump them. That's what you gotta do in the gang wars, right? Jump these guys. Oh. Yeah, it definitely feels better when they die like in a more reasonable way. I'm a big fan. I got the big shoes and I'm a big fan. I should get some clown van shoes, like where they say, like, so I can say I got the big vans. But that's not what I have. I have Converse, though. I have clown Converse shoes. I've never owned real Converse shoes, but of course I have these. It's kind of strange. A little bit suspicious. A little bit strange, guys. I don't know why. Don't ask me. Don't question me. I'll just lie and say, haha. What the Sigma? Oh! That guy wasn't very Sigma of you. Yeah. Okay, I think everybody's dead, or maybe one more. Oh, there's a flame Atronach. Good thing I'm very fire resistant, and I have frost magic. Oh yeah, level up time. Sometimes before you level up, you still want to get your blade up more because your strength will go up, but not your blade relative to it. So can't wait to get the great sword, the Umbra sword, and all that stuff. I would like to do a playthrough where I do hard mode. In case the game crashes, I'll quick save there. It shouldn't, but I'm streaming and doing that, you know. You guys know how it is. Guys get it. Look at that. Kind of crazy what we're seeing. Then we'll get to the Dagoth Shrine or whatever. Whatever it's called. I don't know. I'm a clown. Don't worry. Well, looks like the day is saved. No thanks to those meddling kids or the Powerpuff Girls this time. Whatever happened to those meddling kids? Oh, those guys are still out there? Well, they are not my problem. My horse has just been sitting here, bro. I love how they kept it in the game where you can talk to the bandits and give them the money, and then they'll say, oh, haha. Oh, yeah. And then you can just steal the money back from them, and they're like, oh. Yeah, we will explore more. Let's see how long it takes. I give us 5 minutes on this road, and then we'll fast travel. Any dungeons we won't do. We did a dungeon and we did a Gate of Oblivion, so we won't do them. But we'll see what's happening. Okay? Let us see what is happening. We've set it up so now Alex, she can stream too. So maybe she'll start streaming again at some point. That's what I heard. That's a rumor. They didn't hear it from me, though. Don't say nothing about it. Well, I just told you guys that I said it. So, do with that what you will. Well, there's a house up here? As well? What is this place? I'm sure it's a nice place with nothing problematic happening. Oh, that's a window. Maybe they have a bed for the night. Captain? I'm sure nothing bad will happen. I actually don't know this place, though. Whatever is in here, I didn't know. There's the dog. Oh, I hear the dog. The bed's not owned? Wait. Talk? Oh, it's an invisible person?
We've all agreed to let Dirham be our spokesman. You'll find him in the inn.
Oh, it's invisible people. I feel like I've done this quest once. I feel like, because I used to look in the guide and just to find all the quests. I probably did. Let us see. Is this the end? This could be the end. This is the end. I need to take a nap so I can get leveled up, right? And yes, I know the monsters will then level too, but I can only do so much.
We have a small problem that we hope you can help us with.
I like how you can see the outline better than I think in the original.
We are all...
This is like some not some necromancer, some wizard is doing something nearby.
Everyone in Ayleswell suddenly became invisible several weeks ago. It was sort of fun at first. You can imagine how difficult it is to run an inn while invisible. Once you get a reputation as a haunted inn, you can just... So we've all been keeping quiet.
See, this is a cool quest line. So we got distracted by this, but we're here, we might as well do it.
If you can help us, we will be... He's a wizard who took up residence in the ruins of Fort Caractacus a couple of years ago. He's caused us no end of trouble with his magical experiments, but no, we've tried to find him but had no luck. If he's still living in the fort, he's hiding. If you could...
How can he hide from you guys? You guys are invisible.
Invisibility. We're pretty sure he's still hiding. It's just to the southeast of here. Follow the path. Be seeing you.
Gonna have a bed though?
You can find Karen Bolet. Bye.
Fine. And oh, really? I'm in. How do you do? Good to see you.
I would like a bed to level up. No? No. It's an inn, but they won't let me use the bed. We'll make some ale. Ooh.
It's you.
Yeah. Maybe we say... Can I use that other guy's bed? Seemed like it. 'Cause I'd like to level up, guys. I would really like to do it. 2 levels in one stream, and I'm not like...
Good to see you.
Oh, see, it is a dog. I knew I heard the dog. Okay, well, we cannot sleep here. Oh, well. Let us go. I like how I haven't been to Anvil. When I usually play the game, I usually go there very early in the game. But because I don't want to fast travel where I haven't been, I have not gone there yet. Quest. Let's see, where is this? It's right there. I feel like he needs something eventually. You know what? Let's do the main quest we want to get done. And what we can say is we will come back if they're still invisible. We know where they are. Let's get rested. Let's get leveled up because we're exhausted. We did an Oblivion Gate. We did that other fort. So let's do this. Rest up. Deal with those guys. Rest up again. And then come back and do this. Because we're going to say, you know, you guys aren't dying. It's no emergency. We might come back in a week and they'll be fine. So we'd love to help, but, you know, I think the fate of the Empire is a little more important. Fate of the whole world, basically, is a little more pressing right now. And in case there are monsters, it's just going to be better to level up anyways. That's the plan. Let's get there. Let's do that quest. And then let's level up and maybe take a 5-minute break. Well, this guy, what a great guy. Let's see if he wins. He should. Hey, he won. There we go. We discovered it. Now we can fast travel later. One of these wells. Oh, didn't mean to do that. It's kind of weird how they just have these randomly out there. In Skyrim, they kind of are like, nah, we're good. There's a shrine. I don't know why it's marked. I think I asked the rumors, and that's how I knew about it. I'll probably do the Daedra shrines and maybe the evil playthrough. Maybe I'll do a playthrough where I do all the Daedra shrines. I don't know. Here's an inn. I'm sure it's a nice, normal inn with nothing strange happening. What? The wolves are following? Not on my watch. Oh, they're just dogs. They definitely look like wolves.
Go ahead, please.
Go ahead, please.
I don't like to think about zombies. Missing arms, legs.
Kind of a weird conversation starter there, bud. Just walk up to somebody. I don't like to think about zombies. Well, you know.
How are you?
How terrific.
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
What's going on with you? What can I do for you?
These guys look cool.
The Imperial City is located on a large island surrounded.
Yeah, I know that.
Yes.
These guys are armored up. What's up with them? The other guy hates zombies. These guys hate imps.
Good news from Kvatch for a change. Yes? Farewell.
Go ahead, please. Be seeing you.
They're just like guys who are here. Hey, wake up.
What's going on with you?
Hey, wake up, woman.
I don't know how to make this request any simpler, but to put it bluntly, Raylan the Greyfinder must die.
It's kind of heavy to talk to me, you know. Well, that's interesting, lady. I'm not a killer.
It's upstairs, second door on the left. Don't say I didn't. Horde warriors
go
have
on.
traveled from
Lead me
Skyrim
then.
with orc merc.
The Nords
Skyrim?
have always been protective of their territory.
Skyrim reference? Anybody? Did you hear that? They referenced it, just like how they have the Skyrim logo in this game. Kind of crazy. We'll get up. We'll sleep 8 hours. 8 hours is very important, guys. Okay? Okay. It's a little late to be leaving, but it's kind of true. Not just work hard, but you gotta have passion for your stuff. You gotta work hard in a passionate way that will drive you beyond just normal discipline. We really don't need agility at all. Endurance is better health. You can only get 3. Strength is fine. Or should we try to max out strength early? We don't need magic as much. Let's do... I only have 7 left. Those are most important. The total or how fast it regains? Maybe how fast it regains. Let's do that. After I max out strength, then I can focus more on the magic aspects of my build.
Hello.
Oh, look at these secrets up there. Ooh, some secret sacks.
Someone that can help is here.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I don't really trying to kill people. You know, I'm not trying to kill people, guys. Right? Just because I'm a clown, I don't kill people. Not in this playthrough, at least. A later one, maybe. Look at that dog dropping. I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, whenever it autosaves, it's really botchy. And now it's light, so it's even worse. But it is what it is. But when we're in combat and we're inside, there's no problem, so it's fine. It's an overcast day. We have not had any good shiny weather for a while. We're making our way there. We gotta go through this fort, looks like, or at least near it. We're gonna try no more distractions. Whoa, look at that. Gate to Oblivion again. Let's just get it, so not get it done, but let's like get it so we can fast travel, so we don't forget. I don't know if I'll do it or not. We'll see. Yeah, we discovered it. Let's get out of here. You always learn new things. I like how the lightning looked like way over there, but if I go there, it won't be this dark or crazy stuff happening. So, like, why would it happen so far away? Yeah, the game is hard to run on your horse because you're going just fast enough that it's like, oh, yeah, this is a hard game to run. Yep. Surprised I still see the you know, Oblivion style stuff. Where are we? Oh, we're almost there. Once we get in Shaden Hall, we can rest in Shaden Hall. Just for a little bit, walk around, and then go do the quest. So another... There's a fort. There's a dog. There's a dog barking. Uh-oh. This is no good. Yeah, we'll go to Shaden Hall, rest. And we'll go do that actual main quest. Where are we? Yeah, we're heading the right way. Yeah, I think later playthroughs I'll do where it'll run like super great. I'll be excited. There's little gates right there to lead up to the Daedra Shrine, I guess. Guess that's why that's there, right? Right there, it's running good. But every once in a while. A barren cave, so it should be nothing in there, right? Oh, it was not well named. The hell was that? This deer? let's keep going. Let's get to Shaden Hall. We're almost there, guys. I wish it would let you go first person because I feel like it would make it run better. Like, you wouldn't have to see the horse and the character. Oh well. There's the guy. He's a good buddy. Nope. He didn't want to talk.
Stay away.
Stay away? What did I do? What a rude lady. Let's teach her some manners.
If you want to buy a horse, Tovis knows his horses, and I'll stay with. There were lights spotted at Sundercliff Watch. That place was cursed by Mehrunes Dagon himself. Stop talking.
That must be that, right? I like how in Skyrim they have a Daedric shrine for Mehrunes Dagon, but in this one, I don't believe they do.
Good to see you.
You're just like, yeah, you can't talk to him. He's the enemy of the main story. But in Skyrim, it's like, yeah, he failed, so you could work with him, I guess. Like, why not? Ooh, I have not been to Shaden Hall. I know people did mod the game before where they added windows like that you could look out in while you're playing, so like it loads everything that way. But that's the old one. This one would be really hard to run that way. Is this the Buzz guy? The legendary guy?
Get lost.
No, that's not him.
Asking for a single coin.
This one should be, I believe he's in Shaden Hall. Usually he's over here. There's a lot of orcs in Shaden Hall. Let's see. This is the guy who's corrupt.
Hello.
This could be him?
There were lights spotted at Sundercliff
No, no, no.
Watch. That place was cursed by May.
Go on.
Everybody's talking about the hero.
There's a Nern route.
They say he actually went into an Oblivion.
Let's go. What is this place? This is nice. This might be a quest like for one of the Dark Brotherhood. I think you kill somebody here. Where's the Buzz guy? I want to hear him. That's the guy who says go away I was supposed to talk to a second time. That might be true. Actually, I think about it. That might be him. He was somewhere over here. Where was he? Then we'll go to do Mehrunes Dagon. Oh, there's the Mages Guild well. So this is the one where you go under the well. Dude, it doesn't even look like it. Like, I didn't even recognize the well because of this. This could be him.
At the Mages Guild recently.
Let's hear it.
Seen someone so happy.
You don't listen. You stupid crap.
Oh,
I'm
they
wasting
changed the
my
voice
breath.
of the guy.
Then go ahead. Stand there. Talk all you want. You're a fly. Go ahead and buzz. Look, a fly. Buzz, buzz.
Buzz,
Hey, look,
buzz.
everybody. I'm talking to a fly. Buzz, buzz, buzz.
I feel that's appropriate for that I'm a clown, so we'll allow it this time. Yeah, let's go do the Mehrunes Dagon thing. I think I need robes for that, right? I do have them, so we're gonna put those on when we get there. Let's get there, and then before we start the quest, I take a 5-minute break. That's my plan. I'm streaming an hour and a half, so. let's get there. Let's grab the horse. Look at that run. Crazy. I feel like they should patch that animation somehow. And that's like the only thing I'd say that really needs a big questionable choice, but it's fine. Ooh, Knights of the Thorn, that's a good quest line. Those guys get it. They're Sigma. Such a nice place. We're almost at Skyrim now. Yeah, park the horse right there. Save. There we go. Okay, real quick. We are going to pause for 5 minutes. Then we will be back. Okay? Then we're going to do this quest line. And after that, we'll see. We're going to go back and do those invisible people. That's the plan. After we finish this quest line and we can take a break from the main quest. All right? We will be back. All right, we're back. I'm gonna play without my headset for now. Just stay a little easier. Make it a little easier. If I feel good and we play longer, even longer, I'll put it back on. But for now, this way we get some gameplay going. I'm gonna work on this because there are subtitles. It's not like an online shooter where I have to hear what's going on, honestly. There's the guy there. What if I jump around and look like a crazy person first, right?
Welcome, brother.
They won't let you get it wrong. See, other RPGs will let you get it wrong. You have to fight your way through, like you just forfeit the normal situation. But Oblivion isn't really like a dialogue RPG where you have dialogue choices. Not really. It's like an adventure RPG, which is fine if that's the point. You know what I mean? That's the point.
Harrow awaits within.
I am Harrow, Warden. By following the path of dawn, hidden in the right.
Yeah, earn a place among the chosen. I like how you can run into his like sons, because main card Cameron, and you run into people named something Cameron, so it's like implied they're their kid. He's his kids, I guess. Unless they just take the name, but I assume it's like relative to that.
Very good.
Yeah, you gotta give your stuff. I already had a Mythic Dawn robe. It is what it is. You can't really save this stuff. I don't remember it looking like this when you first walk in, but was this person?
Greet the new day, brother.
Greet the new day. Luckily, I am a mage too, so I'm not completely weak. Let's get this done, and then let's get that other quest we talked about done. If I go this way, haha. Nothing, haha. No, I'm not being suspicious. I'm just being a normal guy.
Greet the new day, brother.
Just a normal guy. Oh, I look like this too. Ooh, extra normal. Yes, sir. Extra normal.
Dawn is breaking.
The dragon throne is empty.
Yeah, this is a really good speech. This guy is apparently the guy who voiced the voice of this guy is General Zod from the old Superman movies.
Great shall be their reward in paradise.
Praise be.
Hear now the words of Lord Dagon. When I walk the earth again, the faithful among you shall receive your reward, to be set above all other mortals forever.
What would he actually do if he won, like with all the mortals?
Shall be winnowed. The timid shall be cast down. The mighty shall tremble at my feet and pray for pardon.
I guess there's no Mehrunes Dagon shrine, because this is the Mehrunes Dagon shrine. And it's, of course, the Mythic Dawn is going to be the one who's here, right?
Lord, brothers and sisters, the time of
He says
cleansing
the time of cleansing draws nigh, and the trailer was really great.
I shall return with Lord Dagon at the coming of the dawn.
Yeah, you can't stop him, unfortunately. He escapes into his like own plane of Oblivion or something, some kind of high-level spell thing.
We have a new brother who wishes to bind himself to the service of Lord
If I
Dagon.
kill this guy, does it count towards the Dark Brotherhood?
You may not leave here until your initiation is complete.
You have come to
Yeah, see,
dedicate yourself
Cameron.
to
So
Lord
that must be like
Dagon's
his daughter.
service. This pact
Could be
must
his wife
sealed
too.
with
It's
red
I don't know.
ink. The blood of Lord Dagon. Take up the dagger and offer Lord Dagon the sacrificial red drink as pledge of your own life's. Lord Dagon.
I think she gives us a dagger now. No? It must be a oh, right here. Okay, we're going to quick save now. If I just read it, is that a problem? Now, I am supposed to be undercover, so we're gonna try to be, like, reasonable. Like, I'm a paladin, but, like, I can't do anything. Ugh. Didn't say it, killing observed by unknown forces, so that one they made sure doesn't count. Although, really good news from Kavash for a change. The last of the Daedra's been driven out. What? See, that's one of those bad things. Blessings of RK. These guys are cultist leaders. They should have made sure they can't do any of the stuff. Why can't I sleep there? There is a quest later where you need the blood of an Argonian, and that is a good way to get it.
Well done. You are now a
comes to you and you
Okay. Yeah.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
The problem is you can't really get the Mysterium of Xarxes without.
Talvani do their best to close the gates, but it is to no avail.
This is unbelievable. How can the gods let this happen?
The time of cleansing.
You know what I mean? Like if you're really high stealth, maybe you can do it. Who's looking at me, right? Yeah, that's a good book. That guy. Did you go away, buddy? Did you look over this way?
Brother. Welcome, brother. It is very near, don't worry. When Lord Dagon himself walks the earth, our victory will be complete. The time of preparation is almost over.
You'd have to really be like skilled to take that. So since I have to, are they? Oh, they're coming. Okay, so we're gonna reload this quick save, and we're not going to kill the prisoner. We're going to secretly kill her. Secretly. I don't want to release the prisoner yet. If I attack her first. Boom. You know what actually might be a good strategy? To go get our stuff back. Because how am I supposed to win against all these guys? That's pretty tall order, brother. I can't leave till I kill him. Otherwise, I have to. Yeah, that's tough. So, I could definitely make it work. Can I leave the pedestal and go get my stuff and kill that guy first? If I leave the pedestal, do I lose? Do they aggro? They haven't aggroed yet. Like, I know I can't leave. Oh.
You may not leave here until...
He says I may not leave here, but he also has the stuff, so... How far can I get before... They haven't gotten angry yet. I'm sure this is where I cannot leave. Wait, maybe I can. Nope. That's probably going to cause aggro. Or I just can't leave the whole place. I can take him here. Why would he follow me here?
Greet the new day, brother.
Well...
Dawn is breaking.
Of course, this guy is here. What about this way?
may not
Wish I could
leave here until
distract
your
him, right?
initiation is complete.
Wish I could distract this guy. This guy wasn't here. Did you like?
Slay the sacrifice.
I do not fear death.
Like the gods you pray to.
Spam him. Oh, that guy's running for help. I killed this guy.
For Lord Dagon!
Kill this guy. They definitely didn't all hear that. We can beat them.
I do not fear death.
Nice. We beat them all. Let's heal. I don't know how you can just trick them like that, but okay. Can I wait now? Cannot wait when enemies are nearby. Okay, so they're enemies. I'm sure they would have. I'm sure once you aggro, I'm sure they're just designed to all get angry. But I pulled a fast one on them. We want that one. There's another ring. That and that. And now we want that. We need iron greaves. We need to heal up, and now we need to go kill all these crazy people. Wait.
What's that? You cannot escape the
You
Master's
cannot escape
vigilance.
the Master's vigilance. Lord Dagon will welcome your soul in Oblivion.
Only the truth
What?
Only the
will
chosen
survive.
Where did these guys come from?
rising.
At least I have all my gear back now.
You
Well, that guy was not doing much. See, I need to get faster Magicka regen. It's a tough battle.
I do not fear death.
The problem is they run.
Soul in Oblivion.
There's a gate that way. See, then they run and go get more guards. This is a hard part in the quest. Like, if you don't level properly or know what you're doing, at a higher difficulty, like hardcore mode, I don't know how you do this at the next difficulty level. I think you just have to make sure you came in with a lot of potions for your magic. It requires a key. I don't even know about this gate. I don't remember that gate ever being there. Because when you come in, we come in from this way. So where does that gate even lead? Like, I don't even know, honestly. These guys are either weak or they're going to transform and get strong soon.
I do not fear death.
Well, or they're just being weird. I don't think I've ever explored this much, but definitely when you kill them, you have to fight them, and it's not like we wouldn't kill them anyways. Let's kill them, see if we get a key, save this guy. We haven't killed her yet. Does she know? Yeah, they know. Let's try to do something cool here. Are they gonna know I'm up here?
You cannot escape the
Huzzah! Oh, that was cool. And that was cold. Take that! It'd be funny if that guy went and killed that guy right next to us while we're there. I'd be like, oh, he's dead. Blocking helps a lot, honestly. As long as you don't get overwhelmed. Does she have the key on her? She doesn't. And that Hark guy didn't have a key on him. Release the prisoner. I don't think he's ever meant to, like, really make it out. Take that. That crumbles. Somehow. Okay. Let's go through that locked door. We might have to save scum it a little bit. We're going to have to a lot of it, actually. Does that just lead to this gate? Opened elsewhere. Really? So they actually trap you in here when you first go out. The gate wasn't closed before. I guess it closes when you open the prisoner. Oh, and then you're designed to come in this way through the other gate. Is that a locked door? I don't think so. It's interesting. Oh, so before I freed him, I should have came this way. Blade mastery, yes sir. Unless I couldn't because you have to open the thing and the stuff will fall and crush him, so I'm just honestly not sure. We'll take their gold. He just like kind of bugs out eventually, but like we did free him. If we kill all the people between him and the exit, there's no reason he can't, you know, legitimately leave. Recipe. Let's take that. We can sell those a little more. I don't know whose house that is. Whoa, what's all these enemies here? There shouldn't be. Kill them all. Dude, this is a battle. I need to watch someone else do this online. I wonder... Who's he aiming at, bro? Better not be trying to fight this guy, really? You're gonna really fight this guy, guys? Oh, he's dead. So you need to, like, really not... Why are they aggroed on him when he doesn't do anything? Heavy armor increase. We're gonna level up for sure. These guys. So before you come in here, obviously you need to either be a really low level, or you need to make sure that your like blade is super high and your strength super high, not just strength. Why are these guys running? They're running from him, bro. This guy's got hands. Where even is this? No! They killed him. You sons of bitches. I'll kill you all for this. For your transgressions against the nine. Oh! My weapon's broken, but not my spirit. I don't know what that means. Luckily, they don't know that I'm the main character. So I can do this. Where are they? I only have one repair hammer? I don't believe that. Oh, I can't do it when enemies are nearby. I guess I'm not that main of a character. That's right. Martin's the main character, so... These guys are just standing there? Oh, good thing he had 12 gold on him. What? There's so many? What is going on? How come some can put the armor on and some can't? I like legitimately cannot reach these guys. How are they so fast? What is going on? I don't remember any of this. I remember you killed him and I thought you can just leave. And I couldn't do anything because I know my weapon's broken. Because I got in major fights. Just spam this to kill him.
I do not fear death.
Surely there can't be that many more people before we leave. What? I'm just gonna kill this guy. My apparel is broken. I don't remember this many enemies in this place. Can I use it now? I'm sure not because there's people right there. Should use that paintbrush, not pickaxe. Okay, we need to... Okay. Okay, he's dead.
Only the chosen will survive the cleansing.
These guys are crazy. Because I've been looking, trying to get to the exit. Did they add that gate falling down the old one? I don't think so. I think it was always like that.
The time of cleansing is...
That's the lake caverns. Are there any more of these fools? Oh, a cool chest. Oh, great. Well, this place has been an adventure, to say the least. To say the least, I'll say. 9. I don't remember this being anything like this. Well, who knows? I can forget. Any more enemies? They make you like escape a secret rock wall. The wall won't shift. What? Why not? What do you mean the wall won't shift? Have they used this? Why let me press the button? This is where we started. Any more people this way though? That's a long way to go. I can't go out. Oh, so they put a key there so you can't go out that way. What? The storeroom guard? Can I kill you? Better not say forces observed. He's got the storeroom key. Where's the storeroom? What? That's not that key. This was a confusing adventure, I'll say. I saved that guy and then he decided to run ahead and fight. So you'd have to not free him, go through the whole dungeon killing everybody, then go back to talk to him. I guess is what you'd have to do. I guess. But I certainly don't know. I don't know. I'll throw a honk in there or two. Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here, guys. Yeah, let's just get out of there. Yeah, I escaped, all right. Yeah, we escaped. We'll fast travel, we'll give it to him. Spam some levels. Fix all that stuff. My blade and stuff went up, so my damage on my weapons can probably go up. Later, I want to do a playthrough where it's like where you mod it, so you don't have to worry about the like all the items are max level. So if you find like Umbra, it's just the max level Umbra, and you can like, it's very powerful. Instead, you have to worry about it leveling or whatever.
Thank Talos you've
What?
returned safely. Do you have the amulet?
Joffrey's looking good.
Please tell me you have some good. Ah, good. You should. He'll be in the Great Hall reading. He's.
Yeah, Martin's like our boy, you know. He's worried about us all the time. What a great guy. What a great friend. That's what I'd say. What a great friend. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is nice looking. Oh yeah, look at the Skyrim statues. Oh. Let's sit down so it's more realistic.
Ah, you're back.
Oh, Sean Bean.
I told Joffrey not to worry. I can see you've had bad news. You didn't recover. By the nine, such a thing is dangerous even to handle. Forgive me.
Dangerous to handle.
You were right to bring it, but you'd better give it to me. I know some ways to protect myself from its evil power. I don't know. I suspect that the secret of how to open a portal to Cameron's, but I will need time. Tampering with dark secrets.
Later on, we get to read an Elder Scroll when we're like in the Thieves Guild.
I'll have to proceed carefully. In the meantime, you should speak to Joffrey. He was concerned about reports of... It is now clear to me that the only way to stop the Oblivion invasion, Emperor, Amulet, and Dragonfire. With these while the Dragonfires burned, the divine barriers kept the Daedra from making more than fleeting visit. But the Dragonfires can only be relit by an heir of this. This was the essence of Manca Cameron's plot. He was undone only by the merest chance. But his complete... We must recover the Amulet of Kings and
So we'll deal with the spies in Bruma and do that other quest, I feel like.
Speak to Joffrey
So Joffrey's right here. This guy said go talk to
hope
Joffrey.
Martin
He's right
knows what he's
here.
doing with that evil book. I'm glad to have Boris here.
Talk about these
I hope
spies.
you can help. The gate guards have reported
What are these spies
strangers
up
on the
to,
road
right?
for the past several nights. I cannot leave Cloud Ruler undefended while my men search the whole mountainside, but these spies must be eliminated. Thank you. Talk to Stefan. Captain Bird in Bruma may also be able to help. I've asked the Count to track down the spies and kill them. Find out. I'm counting on you to eliminate them.
I mean, they'd have to sneak in like during night to kill anybody. But like, yeah, we need to go stop these spies. No spies allowed in here, sir. Let's get rid of these fools. Let's get rid of the spies. And then we'll do that extra quest. Because I feel like the spies are important. Look at all this snowy mountain stuff going on. I assume Castle Bruma is where we want to go. Talk to the guard captains or whatever. Probably. Probably. Let's see. Yep. What's that guy yapping about? Come on. He's yapping all right.
Hello.
Down here in the barracks. Let's go.
I'm your relief.
Look at all these guards.
It's about time. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Well met. Greetings. Go take your break.
It's about time.
Bird. This guy's got a cool name. Talk to Bird. Bird is the word, they say.
Go ahead, please.
He's woke this guy up in the middle of the night.
Except for Juro coming back from a trip down south, things are pretty quiet. Not much travel right now with the Oblivion crisis. I've told my men to keep a sharp eye out. What about you?
All right, anything I can...
Go take your break.
Good.
So he didn't
I'm
have
hungry.
any news. Let's read the quest. Told me no stranger in this town, though he said that Jarl has recently returned from a trip. Let's talk to Jarl. Jarl! Let's talk to that goofy guy. See what he's up to. Where is he at? He's over there. But look, you can see the light coming out inside the place. Obviously, like Cyberpunk. You know, some people are like, "Oh, Cyberpunk looks way better." Well, but that was designed to have all these like neon lights and reflections and stuff. This is a simple medieval game from back then. It's just been made in ultra Unreal Engine grace, right? He's locked himself in. Let's get him. I do realize we need to fix a lot of stuff too, right? Let's talk to him and then let's go repair our stuff.
Good day. I'm
What?
Colgan, herald to Countess Narina Carvane here in Bruma. Countess Carvane would prefer if you speak to her in person. She also... My lady holds court from 8 in the morning until... The Countess, if you... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You must...
Oh, we're trying to talk to this guy. Why is it green if he's inside still? Yeah, we can talk to her before we leave here. Let's go repair this stuff. While we wait, let's see if that guy can come out.
Oh, spare a coin.
Let's use the repair hammer we have for free. And then we go from there. I could swear I had more repair hammers. Yeah, lost my thing, but we got some of it repaired. What's the damage at now? Oh, I was reading 28. I thought 28 damage. 8 damage. Not bad. These guys. Who can I ask to fix it? Fighters Guild, maybe. House for sale, not them. That's an inn? It's like that is too. I always go to that inn. You know, I'm not sure. I'll wait till I'm in the city to repair it. Let's see if this guy comes out or not, and then let's talk to the Countess. Because I don't know if I'm supposed to break in or not. Maybe I am supposed to break in. Let's go talk to the Countess and then figure out from there. We can wait. We can wait a few minutes, you know. Yeah, I'm going to make a list of all the different playthroughs I need to do with this game. I'll do other games between them, of course, but, you know.
How are you?
Can't wait till it doesn't do that where it goes to go. But it's doable for a stream.
What is it?
I could also see about making the stream only 30 FPS and see how that goes.
Always a pleasure.
Good day. I've heard much about your deeds from my people in I trust the stipend Tolgan gave you.
In Bruma, I did that one quest to stop the vampire hunters.
Good point. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Countess. Well, it's safe to say I'm a collector of sorts.
Yeah, this is the one
I've
where she
invested
wants to
a great
collect a
deal
lot
of
of
time
stuff.
and money. In fact, I'd be so bold as to proclaim my collection the most... A particular relic has eluded me for many years. I'm of course referring to the Draconian. The stone is a fine bit of Akaviri craftsmanship. Worn like an amulet, the Madstone appears as a snake coiled around and encircling itself. Through my sources, I've learned that the last reported location of the Madstone... Are you familiar with the history? Back at the end
No,
of the
and I
First
don't
Era,
care.
raiders from the continent of Akavir
You can say no, and I don't care.
here in Tamriel. At that time, the Empire was broken into smaller factions. Raymond Cyrodiil decided to unite
there
the
were
force
raiders
became
there.
known as the Army of Raymond. But
strong
their greatest
there.
error was marching through Morrowind on the way to their objective. They didn't count on Lord Vivek forming an alliance with the Trident Kings of the Dreg. Not only did this make the Akaviri fight on two fronts.
History lessons are boring. See, this is one of the few times in Oblivion you can be like,
Not quite. The army of Raymond knew that the organized
you can be
rulers
like,
placed it in a
which question we
snowy
want to
vale called
answer?
Pale Pass. That's where, as his forces fought,
So they're at the
only
Pale
stranger-
Pass.
It's come
We'll
to
be
my
there.
attention that the post did. If you I had a feeling you'd.
Yeah, so I will get that for her later because more money, more good stuff.
Not that I can think of. People are mostly. May the path ahead be free of danger.
You have to do that quest and then you can buy a house in town. Let's go see if that guy's there or if we need to break into his house.
Hi there.
Good thing I didn't say that out loud in here in front of all these people. That'd be bad. That'd be no good. Still shows green, so we're probably going to save it and lockpick it and go inside. Maybe he's been killed and we go in and we're like, oh, they killed him and are looking like him or something. I honestly don't remember. I've done the main quest once or twice for Oblivion. That's why this playthrough I'm doing it as well, just to experience it. Because it is really good, actually. It's a good main quest. I used to think it was like not that good for some reason. I was like, you just gotta get through it, haha. But now I changed my mind. I ran out of lockpicks, oh no. Now we gotta load the game again. Oh no. Oh no. Now we gotta try again. We ran out of lockpicks again. Normally you should make sure you have enough. I don't want to have to go see Shady Sam. But when I'm back in the Imperial City, I will buy more from him. Who's seeing me? Nothing to see here, officer. Just standing around. La da la la la. Just standing around. Minding my own business. Not doing much. Not doing much, sir. You know what I mean? Just being a normal guy. Not doing much. Okay, is he gone now? Yes, we got it. We got it, guys.
For Lord Dagon.
Over to Twitch.
For Lord
Oh, it was a trap.
I do not fear death.
It was a trap, sir.
Only the chosen will survive the
I need definitely more magic and not just faster regen. So he was an agent. What? There's another one? What if this is like the other guy I'm supposed to track down in the quest and he just happens to be here, like I picked the perfect time to come? Their armor looks so cool now. In the original, I didn't really think it was. Basement key. Okay. Let me get this fixed real quick. There we go. Okay, nothing there. Okay. Quick save. Girl's key doesn't do that. There's no basement here. But he had a basement key too. Oh, right here. My bad. I almost missed it and would have left. That would have been bad. That would have not been good because I'd be looking around. Some ale, some cheese wedges. Commentaries. We already have that. I like how they have those so like you can get out that way. They have the two Mythic Dawn stuff. Here we go. The Masters pleased to hear the activities outside of Coral. The more gates that we open, the nearer we are to the great cleansing. The Masters choosing. So see, like if you stop opening so many, like you close them, you guys should thwart their plans. Pending your report of something activity in Cloud Rule Temple. Tell them if this is a possible escape route. One of the first 3 lesser gates where it's the only preliminary stage. Dawn breaking. So yeah, that's why we know they're gonna eventually try to do stuff. You know, to get out and like harm, open enough gates to lead an attack there. Cannot wait while trespassing, even though I killed the person. I don't remember ever coming in the caverns under his house. Maybe they connect to the other conspirators' basement and that's it. I don't know. There could be more Mythic Dawn under here. Where does this lead? The mountains. Okay, cool. It's like a little escape house. You could steal his house now and do that. Oh, stream boo. Ban. Got him with the ban. Let's go up here. Then we need to go back there and repair our stuff. So rat. Rats aren't too concerning. That's it. So you could come the opposite way and get into his basement. Oh, we're almost at level 9. Oh yeah. Like I said, you can always spam the game. You could make a roleplay character where you have to spam at the beginning so then it like your character makes the right sense level wise, but usually not. Usually it's fine. This is where it took us. Let's talk to Joffrey. Then we will work on those other 2 quests. Those side quests we have. Then we might be done for the night. Okay, let's go up there. Talk to Joffrey. He's right here.
About the spy? Excellent work. I knew I could count on you. The gods... But it is clear that Mankar Cameron will soon bring all his power to bear against Bruma. You should speak to Martin. I believe he has made...
Yeah, let's talk to Martin. Get the update and then figure out the key plan. You don't got a plan, you ain't got nothing. You're not even reading the right book.
I've deciphered part of the ritual needed to open a portal. Xerxes mentions 4 items needed for the ritual.
The blood of a
I've
Daedra
only
Lord.
decided one. In fact, Daedric artifacts are known to be formed from the essence of a Daedra. Not an easy thing to come by, obviously, but we will.
Like how you can have one already, and you can just be like, I already have them, haha. And if you have all the Daedra artifacts already, Then you can open up a special one later where they're like, oh, you need one? You've already done one.
The only way to obtain a Daedric artifact. The book, Modern Heretics, is the best introduction to Daedric. Remember, the Mysterium Xerxes ritual will... I put aside the dark arts when I became a priest. The workings of the gods can turn anything to good. Or so I piously told. Perhaps I may yet come to... I've learned that the Mysterium Xerxes mank a gate, but I believe it can be done.
Yeah, so he's gonna open it. We need to get one of those. How much money do I have? Not bad.
Made some progress by the time you return with the Daedric artifact.
Okay. What we can do is we can go do some of those quests real quick while we wait for rumors to circulate about where we can do for these Daedric artifacts, you know? So let's go to quests. I don't remember what Daedric artifact is the best. I would do this and then this. Yeah, I think those are the best to do first. I never did paranoia, but it doesn't really make sense for my character too much. Let's go to the city, because I can spam a level up and then we can sleep and get stronger. I'm gonna make sure I think next time I'm gonna put 2 into magic and then a little bit more into strength. Just get it closer to being done.
Hello there.
The repair guys would be the best defense. I believe they can repair stuff. I believe so. Why is that on the floor, sir? I believe he can repair things. Yeah, repair.
If I can't fix it, it ain't broke.
40 gold. Yep. Yep. 1 gold. Okay.
Good day.
While we're here, we'll sell them some stuff. Why not? Barter. Let's sell things. Sell for $1,000. Ooh, he has that. That is good, dude. He wants so much money for it. He wants so much money for that. That'd be cool to get. I'd steal it if I could. Because my thing does 7. That does 8. It's only 1 better, but it has all that fortify. Drain luck, though. That's fine. Let's sell some stuff we definitely don't need. We need to buy the, what's it called? We need to buy the lockpicks while we're here. Let me haggle. Where do I haggle again? Oh, right there.
I appreciate.
Let's persuade him a little bit.
You're pathetic. What a dump. Really now. I can't
We
argue
start
with
at
that.
33.
You win this one. That's just stupid. Really now. Don't make me
There we go. That's low, so let's do that.
Joke. Please, I'm embarrassed, but thank you. I can't argue with that.
60.
I
Let's
can't
do
argue
that.
with that.
Do that.
Sorry, I don't get it. Goodness. Blah, blah,
Do
blah.
one with losing him a little bit.
That's just not funny. You're I won't fight you. Really now. You're such... How nice.
There we go.
All right, I get it.
Now we can
Have a look
maybe
at my
haggle
wares.
a little better.
I'm sure there's something to suit you.
His disposition, he likes us. Let's try that. He only has so much gold, right? Sell that. I don't need that. Other things we could get a little more value for.
An
Don't need
excellent
that.
bargain.
Don't need that. He's allowing us to sell.
You drive a hard bargain.
I should be on. That was everything he'll buy, right?
Tell your friends.
I would really like that thing.
May I interest you in some of my
You
fine
want
ware?
this much money for it, brother? Come on, what? Oh, this guy, it's way too expensive. You know what I mean? Way too expensive. So I will not buy that. This guy sells something rare too, I think. It wouldn't be for me. No, he doesn't.
Something to suit you.
No, he doesn't. He does buy those
Only
cameras.
quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Buy these. 360, that's a lot. Buy that.
Drive a hard bargain. Tell your friends about me. Farewell.
How are you? Been better. How about you? Not bad.
Speak.
Okay.
Okay, we sold that stuff. How much money do I have now? Nice, not bad. Let's go level up. Always sleep at this end. Let's sleep, level up, then go do those quests. We did a decent amount of main story quests. I mean, we did that one really heavy one. And then we did
What's this about?
some more, you know. We did
I do have a bed available.
reporting
for
back
20
to
gold
him
a
and then
night.
doing the spies one. So yeah, we'll
Very
take
good.
it. We'll take that bed, Chief. What time is it? 7 p.m. there. Yeah, you could do like a hardcore one like Minecraft where you just have to listen the whole time. Can't stop anything. Let's just level it real fast. So that's how it works. You plot along, one foot in front of the other, right where you want to be all along. Okay, we need to get more magic because my magic deals a lot of damage too. You know what I mean? This doesn't, because the spell is what does the damage, not like how much willpower stuff compared to strength. So we are going to level strength all the way to 90. Max go up, and then we have almost 60 right there. So we're going to have a lot more magic now. And our strength has gone up. What's our sword doing? Still 8. We need to get a better sword at some point. Let's actually sleep till the morning. We can get 10 hours. We can afford that. We can afford some 10 hours of sleep. Why not? So, we'll see. Okay, let's see. Let's go. Yeah, let's go out of here. Madaugu melee in this game equals tickling. That is true. It is better than the original. The original really was like tickling. Because like you just hit the guy unless you stunned him where he went, but otherwise you're just hitting like this and the guys are getting hit like that. It looks like you're tickling them. Morrowind is even worse. So you ever play Morrowind? You're like going and they're just like I can't even describe that one. It's Skyrim feels like you're really hitting people. But like that you like bring your sword back and pause. It is awkward, but it works. This one is better than the original though, because when you hit people, they make them they have the better sound effects now a little bit. the blood, and then like the body hits a little bit more reacting properly. It looks a little bit better and feels a little heavier than the original, but it still is based on the original and the same engine. So yeah, you're attacking with a paintbrush or like a balloon or like a floppy thing, because of how you can swing so fast. Although some of the weapons now, like the knives, you stab sometimes, so when you stab it feels pretty good. When they changed it, I don't know if they changed anything. Like the sword, I think they left the same, but the knife they changed some of the animations with. So it's better than the original, but it's not perfect by any means. I'd take most of this game over Skyrim, but like I could see where Skyrim feels a little more heavy hitting, which is nice. And the spells that you continuously cast, like you don't just shoot the lightning and it's done, it stays there. That's cool. But then you couldn't build your own spells as well. And then the storylines of most of the guilds were not as good. Yeah, I think it has, like, if you're hitting them perfectly and your skill is high enough, it does that. I saw earlier when I had a knife, it has the stab. So that is better because the stab really feels impactful. I don't really need my horse for this part. But, yeah, especially back in the old days. Skyrim was the first one where really the impact felt good. But it still doesn't feel that great compared to other games. Like Elden Ring, for example, the impact feels real, but it's completely different. You know, that's an RPG in the sense of you can RPG your build, but that's about it. And in this, you basically also only RPG your build because you don't really make decisions about things, but you actually can go on like other quests. I know Elden Ring has these little sprinkled in side quests, but it's really not the point. You know what I mean? Now we are going to go here and help these invisible people out. I've done this quest before back in the day. I probably was supposed to go in from the other side. My bad. My bad, guys. Not right here, probably, right? Yes. And this one is hard. This game is hard to run. A lot of people are complaining, but it's like, it says minimum is like a 2080. Or recommended is a 2080, I forget. But like, that's not... Like, that's not that old of a card. Like, that's a RTX card, you know. That's not like oh, you could have a 950 or an 870 or something like that. No, like, they want you to have, like, a real card here. We'll take his journal. He might not care. I thought that would raise our skill points, but no. He must be up there, these enemies. Oh! I forgot the rats are invisible. But yeah, I'm playing like a paladin character, so I have spells. It's like a spell sword. But I'm calling it a paladin because, you know, I can heal and stuff. Huh? Do I not have to go inside the place? Let me see. I thought I have to go inside. Doesn't say so, but I didn't see him. And I know he's invisible, but... Just because he's invisible doesn't mean... You know. Doesn't mean nothing. But it looks like he's in this room, which is what I would think. Is he like glitched over here? What'd you say? You wonder what they might do with Elder Scrolls 6 to help deepen the combat, proper dodges, parries. We can hope, but I also wouldn't be that surprised if it's just Skyrim with minor tweaks, because all their games are basically the same game, but minor tweaks to some extent. But it's been in development for so long, I would think it'd be a lot different. Yes, he is up there. No, you can't go up there, right? Oh wait, you could go this way. I'm confused. It could be. But I just worry that if they don't update the graphics engine, if they just use the Starfield engine and make it slightly better, it's not going to look nearly as good as this. And people will complain and say, it doesn't look as good, haha. Which, I mean, I also might complain, because then I might say, if the mechanics are only a little bit better than Skyrim, which is only a little bit better than Oblivion, but the quests are not as good as Oblivion, the main story is not as good as Oblivion, the landscape's not as good as Oblivion, the guilds aren't as good as Oblivion, which that's a lot to ask for, but Skyrim, I would agree, it fits all those things too, other than like Radiant quests. Although, of course, the mechanics I'd say are better. And if the graphics are worse because of the remaster, then after I play it, why would I won't be as hyped because I can just play this more and more, right? I feel like he is up there and I don't need to go in here, but I'm missing him. Yeah, I don't think it's been in development that long. They probably had a small team. Yeah. Yeah, they only went into full dev after Starfield, which in retrospect was kind of a waste of time for them. Like, maybe you like Starfield and I haven't really played it, so I might like it someday. Like, if I play it a lot. I think this guy's bugging out right here. I wanna wait like a couple hours and see if he's where I can talk to him. But yeah, I think it only went into full development after Starfield, but I feel like they shot themselves in the foot because Starfield was not received as well as they would have thought. This game already was received better. The remaster of this was received better than Starfield was. I don't know if it's sold more so far, but this one sold very well, the remaster. And I mean, yeah, they probably should have just remastered this and then you worked on Elder Scrolls 6 to make, if they wanted to maximize the money. Isn't he like supposed to be here? I might have to just do this quest another time then. We will do lifting the veil. We need to go to this special place. Perhaps the quest doesn't trigger until a certain level. 0 visibility. It's supposed to be here. It says in the ruins, but like the map marker says right there. What we can do is we could go in here and clear it out anyways. Oh, it's easy. Whoops, do not open the command thing. You know what? I forgot to buy the lockpicks. Let's go get the lockpicks from Shady Sam. He's not in the Plaza District. Let's go buy the lockpicks. Yeah, I bet before Starfield was finished, I'm sure they had, whoever their like leaders are, had to work on the concept of the game and like the overarching plot and like maybe some of the quests. Is he out this late at night? I don't know if he is, but they had to at least work on that stuff. Ooh, a chain of handkerchiefs? Yes. No, I don't think I have a cold coming on. I think it's just because I have the nose on. So after a while, it always makes it I think it's just the pressure on it, like physically being on it. After a certain amount of hours, it always makes it drip, and then it makes me have to like breathe in like that. Because the rest of this week, even I'd say earlier today, I had no problems. So yeah, bartering, we can buy from him. He also sell. He only has 3. No, he has more. But you might need a bunch of them like that. Oh yeah. Did you see my polka dot handkerchief I got? Yeah. I'm talking to Madagu. Yeah, it matches my tie and my bow ties. It came with my latest tie I bought, so it wasn't planned, but I mean, I have it.
Come see me anytime,
I always tie that on the end, and that could be the one that I pull out first. Yeah, and I know some of the quests are just bugged, so let's do this quest. What? Wait. Gives clues to location on the ruins of Pale Pass. Wait, okay. Let's read the note. Will it actually? No, don't open the console. Yeah, don't open the console commands. Okay. Close. That's the Akaviri Fort key. She gave me that, and what else she gave me? Pale Pass map. There's rocks, a statue, that guy. Okay. Simple formula that Bethesda uses. It's surprising they have fumbled so many times. It really is. I don't know if now that now that they don't have the goodwill anymore, if Elder Scrolls 6 looks just like a little bit better than Starfield graphically, I'm worried people will overly complain about the graphics, even if it's just as good as Oblivion or even just as good as Skyrim, but with just better graphics and, you know, in a new setting. It will still be fun to play, but some people will complain about it, right? The RPG options just need to be dense so that the game, yeah, they just need to do that. It's not that the writing needs to be better. No, I think the writing has been pretty consistent. I think the guild questline writing was better in Oblivion than Skyrim. I think, though, the guilds in Skyrim were too rushed. And I think some of them lost the plot a little bit. Like, I think the fact that, like, the companions halfway through gets sidetracked into it's about werewolves now. Okay, but that's not when we signed up for it. We signed up for it because it was like the Fighters Guild. The Mages Guild in this one, you do all the recommendations and then you find out the Necromancers are a problem. But that's not like getting sidetracked because you're doing magic and then it becomes this is the main importance. But then the Mages Guild and the other thing, you start like you're a lowly student, but then the Sigic Order right away is like you're special in the guild, and it's like, okay, but why am I special? And the other ones you're just like you have to earn it. But those are nitpicks. I don't think it makes them bad games. I realize I don't know where this whatever is. So yeah, they just need to make the games where there's reasons to explore. Like if I were to leave Shaden Hall here and go all around here, I'm going to find caves. I'm going to find things to explore. Not procedural generated places where nothing happened. Yeah, I enjoyed that it was a werewolf. But you have to pick a side, and then I'm kind of like, you know, like you have, I don't know, like, because vampires, you could become a vampire naturally in the game. You just play it, you run into vampires. But werewolves, you have to do that. I don't know. But you have no choice but to join to get further in the quest. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Now, Oblivion isn't great for choices either, but like you wouldn't have to like, oh, I have to be a vampire to continue. You know, the Dark Brotherhood here, the guy says, I can make you a vampire, but it's not required. I don't know. So it's just a little bit nitpicky like that. Let's go back and let's just clear out the fort. I don't think the guy's in there. I think he is up there. I believe so. But I don't know how to get to the Pale Path right away, and I'll be running around when it's, you know. Oh, my horse is probably getting jumped. No? Oh, it's in here then. Okay. What if they killed them? What if the NPCs killed them? The Mage College in Skyrim was pretty silly. Yeah, exactly. The Mages Guild in this game is way better. The way to get into the college. Oh, now he talks to me. Okay, give me a heart attack for a second here. Now we're on somewhere. Well, we'll talk to him after we address this. But yeah, the Mages Guild was like in Skyrim. You need to cast the Fireball spell. Okay, and now you're in. Okay, great. You know, and you learn that one spell to like protect yourself, and then they don't teach you anything else. Now you can argue the Mages Guild in Oblivion doesn't really teach you anything either, but you get to make a staff, you get to make like your robes. You have to get recommended to join. You have to put all this effort in to be like a full member of the college. And I feel like just the Archmage, isn't that powerful. Wards were crap too in Skyrim. Yeah, there was not really a reason to use them. I feel like it was too easy, where like in this one the guy's a real threat who's the villain of the Mages Guild, Manny Marco, even though, you know, he's like a lich and he's coming back to cause all these trouble, but the villain in the Mages Guild quest line really is just that one Altmer guy betrays you at the end. But he you know, he wasn't the villain of the college. They could have got rid of him. I mean, I don't know. Somehow the guy dies. Big Orby thing, yeah. He wanted the big Orby thing. But he wasn't like the same level of where in this game the guy is coming back to actually be revenge and harm a lot of people. That was like the elf guy wanted that for the Altmare Dominion. He wanted that orb. But we were the ones who found the orb, so we're the ones who caused all the problems.
As you can see, it worked.
Okay, so this guy has invisibility spell.
That must have been what all the shouting was about a few weeks ago. You see, in order to increase the efficacy of the spell, the radius was likely to approach. You can tell them not to worry. The effect.
Eventually, well, in a year or two.
Maybe a bit more. There's no way to be absolute.
We can't wait a year.
Really?
What were the other quest lines? I did like how the Dark Brotherhood Astrid betrayed us, so it was unexpected, I would say. I didn't really expect to get betrayed in the Dark Brotherhood. But then Cicero also goes crazy, which he was already crazy, but like, we're the speaker. Or no, we're the listener. He should have just listened to us. Like, we shouldn't have to go fight him and then say, no, go off and then come back later. We're like, no, we're the listener, bro. If you really care about the Night Mother, you should already know. But I think that was still one of the stronger ones. The Thieves Guild, I feel like you didn't have to do any thieving. Really, you had to... I like how to join the Thieves Guild. Yeah, you have to save Cicero, but it's in a dumb way. And I like the Thieves Guild. You do have to, like, scam that guy off to join it. That's cool. But then once you join it, I feel like they send you on quests. But the Thieves Guild in Oblivion, they're like, oh, yeah, you're a thief. We're not going to tell you what to do. Like, there's nothing to do. Go be a thief. We're just like a community where we have connections to barter and sell the stolen goods at. But then you sell enough and you get their attention, like, oh, something did come up that, you know, we could fence for a pretty penny. We need someone to do it. We noticed you did a good job, so, you know, you could do it. And then eventually it becomes a real quest line of importance, but it seems more natural than that one, I feel like. But I did like the Ragged Flagon or whatever that was called again. I forget what it was called, but it was something like that. That was a cool place.
I am sorry. I've already given you the scroll. I'm done. Watch out.
So he gave me the thing. So he gave me the spell. Okay, let's go use this. Yeah, I've done this quest before. I was going to say, he should be right there. It should not be so problematic. Yeah, this game is hard to run and stream at the same time. Talk to Andrew on one over the fact he'd give me a scroll should reverse the effects and they return. Okay, let's save. Use the spell he gave me. Reverse invisibility. Okay, we fixed that. Okay, let's talk to the person for this, but yeah, we fixed that. That's a simple quest, but I couldn't find him. I think the rats were scaring him. This also needs to be careful with the auto-generated content in games going forward.
Tell you how good it feels to be
Yeah, handcrafted stuff. Obviously, like, terrain can be
wouldn't mind
to
if I
save
could
time,
stay
you can
invisible.
develop what the terrain should look like, and then you could have a algorithm design it, like make the landscape for you. They've done it before, and other games have done it. But then when you get to, but then they need to pick points of interest on that map. Then you say, okay, right here is going to be a cave. We will handcraft the area around the cave to make the cave natural and blend in good to the environment. Maybe add a pond near it with a waterfall. Yeah, that's an example. And then inside the cave, they need to handcraft that cave and make it a real dungeon. And if it's not important dungeon for the story, they need to have loot that goes in there. They can auto-generate that based on level or whatever the game's mechanics are. But they can't just do it like in Starfield where, oh, the planet is when you land on the planet, all this area is auto-generated. If you were to land here again in the same spot, it would be re-auto-generated, so it won't be consistent. So like if you get to the edge and you land there and it re-auto-generates it, it's ruined the mountains that you saw, right? Those mountains aren't really there now because if you get close enough and you land where they should be, they will be auto-generated and something else will be there. You can't just auto-generate all the land and then just say, oh, when we auto-generated it, we auto-generated these random points of interest that if you get to them, then there's like a ship to fight. Okay? We don't care about ship fighting. We need to get there and be like, wow, you discovered this actual place that we designed and we put all the stuff there. But, you know, just the big massive forest that you have to walk through and you're just passing by trees, it doesn't have to be, someone doesn't have to place down each individual tree necessarily anymore, right? But they need to at least then go back in and like carve it out and design the overall layout and everything.
We haven't seen him since. Goodbye.
This guy actually talked to me about the thing. Why are these people still invisible?
My brother goes on and on. Typical Ultima. If I had my... Go bother.
Did I actually finish the quest and I missed it when I came in? I guess I did. Oh, free lodging. But these girls are still invisible. Yeah, they need to just be careful and not think they can say, we have 1,000 or 100 planets. You know. They could have done that, and they could have auto-generated the land of it. But, like, don't say you can go to the whole area of the planet, right? Just say we have the planet. When you choose, you go to the planet, and you say, okay, now I want to land on the planet. Land. You can't pick where you land on the planet. You just land. You just say, I'm landing on the planet. And then you have a certain amount of the map. And, you know, that's your playfield, and that's the whole... That's as much as you can explore on that planet. That's just how it is, but then it's handcrafted, and each planet looks unique. I don't know if I would really go forward with that idea, but that probably would have been better than what they did do. RPG scaling is a good idea for everything to level with the player, or is it better to just have static creature levels? In Skyrim, when you would reach a boss character, they would just two-shot you with magic that never misses. That is true. I feel like maybe... I never fully played Fallout 4 all the way to the end, so I can't really comment on that game. I feel like Fallout 3 was pretty good, how they did Fallout 3, where like, okay, these characters, Rad Roaches are always easy, but Deathclaws are always tough, and you need to level up to make it easier to defeat the Deathclaws, and they're only in certain areas. You can't just randomly run into them. I feel that was a pretty good balanced game. The only thing about that is because when you leveled up, you could just put you could just say, I got 30 skill points, I'll just put it all into guns. And then after 3 levels, superhumans level with the player. That is true. That is true. And I think that's okay because the point of that is that they're always tough because they're the big threat. Deathclaw's probably leveled with you. Maybe. Or they started higher and then would scale later. But like the point of it is when you're at level 2, like in Oblivion, low level, and unless you have a high difficulty on and you run it, somehow you could spawn a Minotaur or you find the Minotaurs by the unicorn. They're not like crazy tough. You can still win. But if you were level 2 and you ran right up next to a Deathclaw, you're pretty much done in Fallout 3. Pretty much. Unless you put it on like the easiest level, maybe. But Fallout 3, because of the level up being the skill points, you could level up like 3 or 4 times, and if you really wanted to, you could just dump it all into whatever the guns, And then if you went and you got like one of the good guns, because they're static guns, like the Lincoln's Repeater or whatever, then even at a low level, you would deal a lot of damage, and you could try to survive those places. So like you could kind of quote unquote cheese it. But I mean, you still had to earn it by going and getting them. Why is that place all lit up like that? What happened to this guy? Conjurer? What a strange guy. Let's go in that glowing door. So, I don't remember what else leveled with the player, but we finished that quest. I don't know how to do the Pale Pass. I mean, I could figure it out, but it's going to take some time, and I've streamed for 3 hours, so we'll play a little longer, but let's go in this cave. Kind of ominous at night, you know? Finger bowl. Ooh, finger bowl. So, I don't know. You might want some combination of... I like Oblivion and Skyrim where you have to level up the individual thing, right? I love Fallout 3, but you can get very strong. Yeah, you can get very strong very fast. So I think maybe the concept of Fallout 3, but not the leveling system. You can't just say, oh, I leveled up, let me gain 20. Like in this game, the best I can do is I can get 5 points in strength when every level. But in Fallout 3, I would get 20 skill points, and I could go 20 in strength if I wanted. So take Fallout 3 maybe, where in New Vegas, yeah, plus 25 in small guns every other level, or every level if you really wanted to, and then your guns are uber powerful. So just take it where some enemies are always weak, unlike in Oblivion, where at level 30 the scamps are very tough. Now, if I leveled properly, I'm tougher and can still kill them, but they should be one-shotted. You know what I mean? So make it where you can get at high level, you can one-shot the weak enemies, but don't let them level up that fast. Do it like Skyrim and Oblivion, where you have to level up the skill too, not just your level. But don't do it the old Oblivion way, where then if you leveled up your blade, you get plus 5 in strength, but if you only leveled up your blade, and you want to increase your endurance, you can't, so you can't get any more health. You could do something like the new Oblivion way, where when you level up, you can put plus 5 at most, you know, into the categories you want, and that will level you up and help you get closer to being stronger, but you still have to level up those individual skills, not just you have to get 100 XP, and you can get that by exploring places. Yeah, I think the individual, yeah, it's a scuffed system, but whether you use major or minor skills is whatever, but do it where you have to level up skills. So you want to get stronger sword. Yes, when you level up, you can put plus 5 into strength or whatever. Don't let them, if it's going to be out of 100, don't let them ever put in like 30 into strength, right? That's like how the special skills worked, where you could only put like plus 1 into strength, and it was very hard to do that. But that didn't ultimately matter because you could just get your skills super high. So you can put plus 5 into strength like in Oblivion Remaster. That's great. But if your blade skill is 15 and you have 100 strength, yeah, you'll be better than when you had 50 strength, let's say. But you won't be as good as if you had 100 blade and 100 strength. So to get 100 blade will take a lot longer than to get 100 strength. But 100 strength needs to take longer than in Fallout 3, where you can be literally like your melee weapon in Fallout 3, you can, like you said, you can put plus 20. You can dump the stats in there. Or the Persuade, then you can, at level 4, you could have max Persuasion. Maybe not quite, but you could if you dumped it all there, and then you can just talk to everybody and say, don't fight me, do this, and you just magically are right about everything. Which I did like to do playthroughs like that, but if they want to make it more earned, I would say combine the systems where, yeah, it comes down to the RPG. They keep stripping it away, and Oblivion stripped, I won't deny that Oblivion stripped a lot from Morrowind, but I think Oblivion polished all the other areas so much compared to Morrowind that I would take the stripped down RPGs of Oblivion over Morrowind, because, you know, Morrowind, oh, they have halberds and they have other kind of weapon types, and it's like, that's cool. I like that idea, but I don't like that, like, when you hit the person, like you hit the person and it like basically rolls a dice and it's like, oh, you missed or you didn't actually hit them, even though I clearly see me hitting them. It's not like Baldur's Gate 3 or D&D where you roll the dice, you know. In this game, if I hit them with a sword, I should have hit them with a sword because I actually controlled the action and hit him with the sword. Not Baldur's Gate where I say, hey, go hit him with the sword, and then, oh, he missed, right? This is me actually doing it. Right? Like, if I go in here in this cave and I actually hit him with the sword, I should. So I think it's kind of a weird cave. So I think as long as you follow that logic, it's fine. But you can't remove so many. I'm okay with the perk system in what's it called? Skyrim. But I think you still need a class system. I think do the class system of Oblivion. Level up that way. Level up by leveling up your skills. That way you can't just like say, oh, I explored and found a bunch of places, or I talked to people, convinced them to shoot themselves in the head, and then now I leveled up and my small guns are now 30 points better. Right? Yeah, no individual skills massive reduced. Yeah. Fallout 4 is cool and good in ways, but it's too much of a reduction. Like I said, I think Oblivion reduced from Morrowind, but I think it reduced it okay. I am biased because I played Oblivion first, so I could see why people who played Morrowind first might say, why can't they have kept that other stuff and improved it the other way? And for that reason, I say I don't know why they couldn't do that. I don't know why they couldn't keep it. But if I had to take it, I'll take it, right? If they say, hey, it's a this or nothing, I'll take it. The Skyrim reductions, I wouldn't just say, yeah, I'll take it. I mean, they're going to give it to me, and I can still play Oblivion, that's cool. But if it was like Oblivion has to go away to get Skyrim, I'll keep Oblivion. Fallout 3, I'd gladly keep over Fallout 4. I know people like New Vegas better. New Vegas is better for sure for RPG because you can talk. There's more dialogue options, more ways to do things, and the fact that you can look down your gun is better. I like the aesthetic and world design of Fallout 3 better. But of course, mechanically, Fallout New Vegas was better. Yeah, 4 was a big reduction. It really didn't make a lot of sense. Their decisions, I will say. But yeah, you could keep a perk system like Skyrim, but maybe not to that extremeness amount. Keep a perks is hard balance to achieve. Yes, it is. But I think it's not as hard as they make it to be. I think it's hard to do, but I don't think it's as hard as they could do. That they make it out to be. I think if you ask me, like, I can't design a video game and I could not build the video game by myself by any means. You know, you need professionals to do that. But if you were to tell me design the systems for Fallout 4, like without telling me anything, I think I could have done a better job. Like I could have on paper designed the system better. Like I don't think I would have came up with the idea to say, just give a little snippet of dialogue and then the character will say what basically that means. I don't think I would have suggested that. I don't think anybody liked that. Because I would have said, well, we'll just keep the dialogue the same from Fallout 3 and New Vegas, where you pick the thing, right? I think I would have just kept that. So, you know, and I think I would have kept basically the leveling the same. I might have tried to the only thing I might have done is I might have tried to address what we talked about, where, hey, if you level up, why can't I just dump 30 into all my skill points into that the guns? Maybe I would have thought about that, and maybe that would have been worse. But I don't think, I think it was pretty obvious that they shouldn't have done the dialogue problem. Like Mass Effect, it works for Mass Effect, but Mass Effect has always been that way, and they tell you get a better sense. But in Fallout 4, sometimes it says sarcastic response, and then it's like very rude too. It's like overly rude, and you're like, oh, I didn't want to be like a douche about it. And then I don't know what some of their decisions in 76 were not good. Like they clearly should have known that was not ready to publish. Yeah, I think it's definitely hard to do, and it's definitely hard to take the plan and implement it into a game. But the plan I don't think is that hard. I think the plan is hard, but not as hard as they make it out to be. Because I can't imagine that their plan was better than what we got for Fallout 4. for the RPG elements, because that should just all fit on paper, and then they can implement it into the game. And if they can't implement it, they would just get rid of it. They wouldn't replace it with something way different. At least I would think they wouldn't do it. I would think not. This is like a vampire place, I think. Wait a minute, there's coffins, right? I might get infected. No, there's a skeleton. Maybe not. There's coffins though. I might get infected here. So I would say take the perk system of Skyrim, because I think perks are fine, and that way, you know, when you level up, you get a perk, and that can help you. Then take the Oblivion more, and Skyrim has it too, where like you actually have to swing your sword and hit people to increase it. Don't do the old Oblivion leveling system where everything levels up and scales with you. Don't do that. But do the newer modern thing where like, oh yeah, you can get a couple. You know what I mean? You can get some, but... And then do it like Fallout 3 where the leveling... Basically, the leveling will... Like, what do I mean? Like this skeleton will pretty much always be the same level. And the skeleton will always be in this dungeon. Like, it's... Like, this is where skeletons go. I come here, there's a skeleton. If I'm level 30, it'll be easier than if I'm level 5. He might level up a little bit. So maybe if I'm level 5, depending on your skills, maybe it will take me 5 hits to kill him at this difficulty. And at level 30, it will take me 2 hits. If he didn't level up with me a little bit, I would just one-shot him. But at least that gives him a chance to hit me once, so like my overall health goes down, and if I get swarmed, that can still be problematic. Could be a good plan. I'm gonna go up here first and then down there. But don't let me just dump 30 points into my strength, or if you can dump points into... Is this where I came out? It must be. Wait. Oh, I thought I came from that side, my bad. So yeah, don't let them just be like, oh, I leveled up and I can put... Like, if they made it like Fallout 3 where I leveled up and now I can put 30 points into my blade skill, that's not good, because now my blade skill, it's just crazy like that. But they could make it where the enemies, only certain enemies level with you, or they only level to you so much. And I know this game also has a limiter, like they don't level infinitely with you, some cap at some point, and I think Skyrim does that too, but to a lesser extent. But I think Fallout 3 was good where, like, if I go to this spot, there will this ghost will always be here, and it's always a ghost. It's not like if I was level 1, and this might not always be the case, because sometimes in Oblivion it's like this, but I will go there, it will always be a super mutant hero, will always be a Deathclaw. If I go to the Deathclaw Valley in New Vegas at level 1, there are Deathclaws there. But in Oblivion, mostly... Oh, I go into Oblivion at level 1. There's Scamps. That's it. Those big... I don't even know what they're called. The Daedroths, maybe? Those guys. And if you're a low enough level, you, like, never see them at all. Maybe in a certain place, like in the final boss battles. But, like, you don't see them at all. And I'm not saying they have to be in every Oblivion gate, but even if I'm level 1, they should be there, scaled down maybe, based on this game. Or it could just have been that certain Oblivion gates were harder, and you'd go in and you'd say, oh, those guys are hard. I'm not leveled enough. Let me come back. Fine. But they could play around and figure out. I see a lot of coffins, and I'm not seeing any vampires, and I really thought I'd find vampires. Definitely an underground crypt of some kind. So, like, some balance like that, I feel like, oh, this is the final areas of the game. Even if you're a level 1, it's going to be tougher than the first areas of the game at level 1. Don't make it be equally difficult, right? It should be hard. You didn't level up, that's your fault, to some extent. But don't let us cheese it so much like Fallout 3. And I think the weapons shouldn't really auto level too much. Like, I understand why you don't want to just go get Umbra and it's as OP as always. Like, it's not going to do 30 damage because your level is low. They should still keep that. It's not like the Fallout 3 weapons where they're just always as good as they are. But no, they're scaled down to what your level and your strength is and all that. But don't make the enchantments, like, be permanently locked lower. Like, if I get it at a low level and I get stronger now, instead of 5 fire damage and 10 base damage, my blade skill is now 100. Should be 30 damage. And the fire, because it's attached to a blade, can now be 20 damage with fire. You know what I mean? Let it scale up. There's some mods that fix that in Oblivion already, but kind of that vibe I think is good. I think it can be successful like that. But if Elder Scrolls 6 is just... If Elder Scrolls 6 is besides graphically, like, besides how the game feels, like, to hit the people, so besides the combat and besides the graphics, if everything else is worse than Skyrim, then I'm not sure if it's not going to probably be received well. Especially if the graphics are still worse than this. So if the graphics are worse than this, and the story, the quests, the RPG elements are worse than Skyrim, and the only thing it's got going for it is, yeah, it's better than Skyrim, but it's worse looking than Oblivion, with all those other things I said, and even if the combat is better, it's not going to be like Dark Souls or one of those combat-focused games. I mean, I don't think that would be what they'd focus all their effort on. So then I feel like people will be mad. Even if we play it and the fans who like these kind of games will enjoy it, it'll be kind of like how Avowed was, where people liked the game, but nobody is like talking about it for Game of the Year, or nobody's talking that it's like revolutionary. I mean, I didn't play it, so maybe I would really, really like it and think it was revolutionary, but nobody else really said that, so... But like Skyrim... Oblivion, I'd say when it came out, people viewed it as revolutionary. I'd say Skyrim too. Like, they were like, whoa, this is amazing, you know. Morrowind might have been the same. I don't know what the reception was on that. I think it was pretty great reception. Fallout 3 was a great reception. New Vegas was a good reception. It was just more of the same, but it was a little glitchier at first. But then, you know, after that, there haven't really been any big hits until this. Ironically enough, I'd say since Skyrim, this is their big hit, is Oblivion Remastered, and they didn't make it because I'd say the hype and enthusiasm for this game is bigger than 76. Now, not before launch. I'm talking about like post-launch. Like, how people feel about Oblivion Remastered is more positive than people feel post-launch about Fallout 4, about 76, about what's the other game? Starfield. Those are the three, right? Since after Skyrim there was Fallout 4, Starfield, and 76, right? And I feel like, yeah, 76 now, some people play it, they say, oh, it's good now, it's good, okay, cool, but nobody's like saying, wow, they really overdid themselves, they really knocked it out of the park with this one. Noble Crypt. I wonder if that has more stuff in it. Let's see. I don't think anybody... I know people like Fallout 4. They like that. But I don't know anybody like... If you tell me, is Fallout 4 hype? No. Is Fallout 3 hype? Yes. Is Oblivion hype? Yes. Is Skyrim hype? I'll say yes. I can criticize it sometimes, but I'll say yes. Those other three, we were hyped for them. And then afterwards, we were kind of like, eh. Oblivion Remastered, when the leaks were real, people were hyped about it, and when it came out, people were hyped, and people still talk about it and say, wow, like, I could criticize certain things, but I would say anything I have to say about this game, I'd call nitpicks at best. Like, that's what I would say. Oh, who's this? A necromancer. I feel like they have improved the difficulty a little bit. I think I don't know if there were some updates to the game. Did they fix the Did they make the difficulty a little better? Because I'm playing on normal difficulty, and they're certainly not, like, just dying all instantly. Some of them are, but those are usually weak enemies. Like, this guy should be strong because he's a necromancer. And they're healing more often now, and, like the AI has gotten better, I feel like. I don't know. That could be copium. I mean, there are mods that fix that, although not the AI part. Yeah, I would say Fallout 3 is confirmed. Like, I know they haven't confirmed it, but it was leaked in the documents that leaked the Oblivion. And the fact that Oblivion is real means they would be foolhardy not to do Fallout 3 Remastered. I think they should do a New Vegas Remastered too. I think they should do Oblivion Remastered, Fallout 3, New Vegas. I'm not the biggest Morrowind. I'm not, like, waiting for it, but they could do Morrowind. They'd have to change a lot of it, though, because a lot of that game design is too archaic, and I don't think modern people would appreciate it. So, I don't know if they ever would do that. They could. Now, this is where I came from, or... Oh, well, you know what? I chased this guy through so many things, so... Oh, yeah. A necromancer... Oh, I was gonna say a necromancer's ghost, but that's because there literally was a ghost. But I'm telling you, they're running more than they used to in the enemies, and they're taking more damage. Not just like even before I leveled up today, they were. So I think they updated a little bit of difficulty to make it better, or the AI a little better. Like they're healing, they're casting spells, and this is on the normal difficulty. This is better than Oblivion's normal difficulty was. If you put the slider in the middle on old Oblivion, you're in for a rough time. So I get why they would keep it where, like, if you put max difficulty, it's basically unplayable. But yeah, I think that is confirmed. People tried so hard to deny the Oblivion Remastered leaks. Like, they were like, oh, they would have said something. They're not going to shadow drop. And it's like, Todd Howard has said he wants to shadow drop games, basically. The court documents said Oblivion Remastered was real. Now, they could obviously have changed their plans and abandoned the game since then, but at one time it was planned. It was legally planned because it was in the court documents or whatever that got leaked when they sold the thing. Is that the end of this cave? So, you know, so like we know, no, I missed all this stuff. So we know it was real at one point. And then we have people who have been, like, proven who we know worked for the company that the leak said were going to be making the thing. And those people have leaked other things before that were proven true. And we've proven that they really worked at this company. They could still be lying. Or they could have said, hey, it was going to come out about this time. That was the scheduled release date. That could change. It could get abandoned. But at that point... why they're probably telling the truth, no reason not to. And then once it was found that on the website of the company who was making the game, that in the HTML files or whatever on the WordPress site, you could find pictures that were labeled Oblivion Remastered and were clearly scenes from Oblivion. Like you could tell that they were Oblivion and they were in Unreal Engine 5, looks like assets, and you could see, and that's what was leaked about it. Why would they put them on their website if it wasn't real? People still tried to deny it and said, no, those are fake. Those are AI images. But why would a company put it on their site? If I'm Microsoft, why would I put a Gears of War remastered fake AI images on my website hidden in the HTML? As a business, it makes no sense to do that. Like, unless you're trying to trick people, like for April Fools, but it's not April Fools anymore. So... you know, you gotta change that. This is like a cool dungeon. I kind of like this dungeon. But, yeah, you know, it just didn't make sense that at that point that people would say it definitely not real. And then people were like, they're not gonna... yeah, I understand skepticism because we're desperate. But I feel like once they were on the website, because when that leak happened, I showed Alex, I was like, they are on the website. They were, you know, they're not going to put it on their website if it's not real. And I could see skepticism say they're not going to shadow drop it with no marketing. I could see that skepticism. But I also said, well, the leaks said they were going to shadow drop it. It was slated for this time. And I think they're going to shadow drop it. I was pretty convinced that Todd Howard would get what he wanted. Because at this point, you know, why not let him have what he wants? But then, yeah, GTA 6 trailers is saying, yes, that is true too. We can talk about that in a minute, but, you know, Todd Howard be like, yeah, he wants to shadow drop games. Oblivion doesn't need a long time. You don't need to tell everybody in 1 year Oblivion Remastered is coming out. The hype is there because people who know what Oblivion is are hyped already. You don't need time to market it and let people know about it and all these things. We already know. And then once they put out the like the post on Twitter that said all will be revealed tomorrow in a live stream with it said 4 in the Elder Scrolls font. At that point we knew it, and people were still like, but it's not coming out tomorrow. And I'm like, if all will be revealed, and it was leaked that it would be end of April, and it was leaked it was going to be a shadow drop by the same people who are proven right now by the fact that it's on their websites, why would they not do it? And they know that the leaks are out, right? They know it's not a secret anymore. So don't give us a live stream randomly and then say, yeah, the game will be out in 6 months. Who's that going to benefit? If it was going to be out in 6 months, just put out a trailer right away. Not a special live stream. Put out a trailer and just say, hey, this game is coming out in 6 months. Sorry about those leaks. I don't know what they were thinking, but it's not. It's coming out this date, right? Okay, fine. Ha ha ha. Oh, there's 2 doors. But, yeah. Once I knew there was a live stream, I said they're going to live stream it. And when the presentation is about to end, they're going to say, we can reveal the release date is now. And they did do that. So I was like, yeah, you know how hype it's going to be? I predicted a long time ago. I didn't really predict. I kind of thought it would be cool if somebody did that. Like, I used to joke and say, you know what, someday Valve will get off their butts and actually make Half-Life 3, which I don't really care about Half-Life 3, but it's a meme at this point why, it's not out. It's weird, those guys are back there. But I would be like, okay, one day they'll do E3, which doesn't happen anymore, but they'll do a presentation and they'll drop a trailer for Half-Life 3, and it would be so hype if they just said at the end of the trailer, it's out now, and then like Steam updates and you can buy it. Like, people would lose their mind because of the meme for when's Half-Life 3 coming out. But then Todd actually did that for the Oblivion Remaster, where he has the live stream and then says it's out now. So I mean, I was like, that would be cool. But you can only do that for games that don't need marketing. Like, you don't need... Honestly, they could do it for GTA 6. They could have done it. They don't need to do it by any means, but they could have just said, oh, it's out now, because everybody's going to buy it anyways who wants it. But I could see why they want to hype that. They are working on another VR game. Who is... Oh, Valve? Yeah, I believe you. Sorry, I was trying to think who you're talking about. I'm like, you mean Bethesda's working on a VR game or GTA? I don't know why I didn't think, I did not think about Valve. Yeah, I don't expect them to actually make Half-Life 3 anymore at this point. They might still someday, and I've never even finished Half-Life 1 or 2. I've played a little bit of them. But, like, I'm just saying, I thought it back then when I used to think that they would make it. Well, I died. Good thing I just saved. I really thought I jumped over that and then my foot got caught. Quick save. I just saved like a minute or 2 ago, right? Is that the most recent quick save? Yeah. But like, I'm like, that would be cool to do. That would be hype to do a launch like that. Yeah, I just killed those guys. See? And I saved here. That's why you got a quick save. Okay, can I jump over it this time? Nope, I cannot. It looks like I'm jumping over, but it's fine. It's fine. So we cleared this out. We did that quest. We'll talk a little bit longer, and then we'll be done because it is midnight. I streamed 3.5 hours. That's pretty good. I sometimes will try to stream earlier, but sometimes I'm busy on Saturday, so it doesn't happen as early. Everybody said they may have dropped Half-Life Alyx without much fanfare. That could be true. I'm not sure, but they definitely, I don't believe they did a live stream shadow drop. Like, if they just put it out there as a shadow drop, that's not as hype as like, hey, we're having a live stream or a show, and then we say it's out now. Like, that was like a lot of aura farming. Like, and we're still acknowledging the problems with Bethesda and how like they botch things that we think shouldn't be as easy to botch. Like, we acknowledge that it's hard. It's certainly not easy to make a video game like this. But conceptually, like, it shouldn't be as hard as they make it for the concepts of the game, right? But I would say that Bethesda won back some goodwill, honestly. Like, I'm still not hyped for Elder Scrolls 6 anymore because it took so long, even if they weren't really working on it this whole time. How do I get to that? Not that way. Okay. Ah, come on. Like that? But by them shadow dropping this, and with how good it honestly is, it's like, oh yeah, see, Bethesda is good. But, you know, tentatively. And they didn't even make this, so, you know. Why is he here? That crypt takes you in and doesn't give you a good way to get out. Well, I'll get some XP. Oh, he's resistant. But, they did win some goodwill back, like, in my mind, in theory. But they're not where they used to be. And they've also won goodwill back with, like, the TV show a little bit. Stuff like that. But they... Like, when Oblivion, Fallout 3, Skyrim, and Fallout New Vegas all happened, and I know they let someone else make New Vegas, but still, when those games came out in that string, people were, like, high on Bethesda. They were like, oh, Bethesda's one of the best game developers in the country, or they're one of the best game developers of all time. And now, until this game came out, I would have said Bethesda is not reliable at all. Wasn't I already in the Lord Crypt, though? I thought that's where I came from. Let me go down here and see what's going on. This is a whole new Lord Crypt, so I haven't been down here. So I missed one Lord Crypt for another. Okay, let's explore this. Let's actually finalize the cave. Maybe this is the final area. Why is there so many coffins? This place is, like, huge. This is a nice dungeon, and I didn't know this was here. This is just complete accident. That guy is very resistant to... Yeah, he is resistant to frost. See, the screen effects in the blood, which was not in the original game, like this good, it does help the combat. But I know what you mean. It's still not, like, good. It's still not, like, modernly good. But it certainly feels better. Yeah, I am not sure. I did not know this dungeon was so big. I feel bad that there's no quests, but Oblivion is nice. You can just go. You don't need quests all the time. Yeah, I think Bethesda, this gave them some goodwill. If Elder Scrolls 6 comes out and like they made the base game, like the mechanics of the game, in the Starfield engine, which is just a more up-to-date version of Skyrim in this engine, like all the way down the line. But then they code it in Unreal Engine graphics, so the graphics are as good as this game's, but it plays even better than Skyrim mechanically. And they have at least halfway decent RPG elements, at least as good as Skyrim's RPG elements. Then I think that combined with this, plus a Fallout 3 Remastered, which if the Fallout 3 Remastered comes out and it's as good as one as this is, then I think people will be mostly back on Bethesda is doing good. Although they only made one good game, 2 are remasters. But they'll at least be more like, yeah, Bethesda's up good. Maybe. And then Bethesda will have a chance where then if they make Fallout 5 or whatever, people won't be like, oh, I hope it's good. I'm worried about it. They'll be like, oh, the last 2 remasters that they oversaw were good. And they didn't screw people over with them. They didn't release them in terrible messes. Because this was not released in a bad mess. Some people try to say, oh, it's unplayable on launch. They just didn't have a good enough PC. I mean, I believe that's what it was. I mean, it still had glitches. And it wasn't perfect at launch. But I downloaded it day 1 and played it. And I literally had, like, no glitches. So it's definitely, you know. It wasn't like when, like, Fallout New Vegas came out and the guy's head spun around on day 1 for a lot of people and a lot of problems. Let's try to get out of this cave system, because that didn't go anywhere either. But it is cool that they have all these little sections, so. Yeah, we'll see. But if they can do that, and they can do the last game the way we talked about it. It's a Servant Crypt. Great Force. I assume I went through the Servant Crypt, right? I must have. But I missed this, so... If there's no more enemies, we can go try to check it. I must have gone in it. I can't imagine I didn't. Let's just leave. I'm pretty sure I did everything. So... those are my thoughts on what they could do. And I didn't count ESO and all that talk I did because it was an MMO. They didn't make it. And MMOs are so different. It's not really fair to even argue about it. Although people could argue that when the ESO came out, a lot of people didn't like it. Compared to now where more people like it. So it kind of counts as Fallout 76. And I know that was online too. But that's not an MMO. It's not the same by any means. That was cool. This was right by this place. And I didn't notice it except for that it was at nighttime. Let's save the game. Yeah, let's save. Character. Almost level 10. Yeah, with this character I intend to do... Yeah, we're going to chat because I am going to quit the game. It is. I did 3 hours. But... yeah, with this character, I intend to do the main quest, probably Fighters Guild, makes some sense for a Paladin, and then Knights of the Nine, of course, makes sense. Shivering Isles doesn't need to make sense, but it's post-game, and it's, like, canonical what happens, so I'll do it. Then I'll probably do other side quests, too, with him, with this character, and then, like I've been doing, and then Arena also, I believe, makes sense. I can vouch for that. Post game or whatever, he's just like, you know, what am I supposed to do until he gets the calling for the Knights of the Nine or something like that. Then I'll do another playthrough where I do a Thief Dark Brotherhood playthrough. Probably both in one character. It'd be kind of tedious to do 2 separate characters when stealth is so required for both. Even if one's a thief, one's not a killer. You know, could figure out how to justify that as a storyline. Might do a hardcore one eventually if I figure out what makes the most sense for that. Might do a separate mage one. Once it can run better. A modded one. Maybe one where I only do like certain quests, you know. But this Paladin playthrough is just to do the main story and most of the content. We'll see. You can see my wallpaper right now. Is Oblivion. Yes, sir. And actually, whoops. Let me show you. I don't leave it unpaused during stream when I'm trying to run a game and the stream and that. But it is moving, and when I go like this, you can see that it's still moving. Oh, wrong thing. There we go. I meant to show you like that. Yeah, so you can see the background. It's moving like that. I really like that wallpaper. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess we talked a lot about Oblivion and Elder Scrolls and everything. You know, yeah, we did a lot. Honestly, got a lot done, even though I did walk around a little bit much. I'm trying to get my wireless earbuds to work with this computer, because if I can get them to work, I'll just put them in here, and then I can listen to them, and it won't give me the headache these gives me. These, if I don't have glasses on, these don't give me a headache. When I have my glasses on, they give me a headache. Like, it's too much with the wig compressing on the glasses, compressing on the skull cap, on the face. It's too much for me. But even if I wear like regular glasses without a wig on and the skull cap on, like none of the stuff, after like a longer time, it still hurts. So they're just too big of headphones to wear with the glasses I wear. Oh, I'm just not used to it. I don't know, but it is what it is. So I'm going to try to fix that, so then I'll be more enthusiastic about streaming. Because you can only play so much without any audio, where you're just like kind of vibe zoning out then. Well, I played like a half of the stream with audio. For me. You guys had audio the whole time. Yeah, we'll do that. But at least Oblivion, Skyrim, those kind of games. I should do... See, the problem with Fallout 3 is to actually load in Fallout 3 on Windows. It's not a good experience. I was going to say I could stream Fallout 3, but, you know, it's not a good experience. Skyrim I could mod and make it a good experience. If you play Tale of Two Wastelands, it's okay experience for Fallout 3, but, you know, when you run into mods, the problem with mods are, even if you make a good mod list and stuff, sometimes they just cause the game to crash, you know, and you could have to reload it, and it's fine, but it's annoying on stream. While this game would only crash because it's hard to run, you know. But this game is, you know, not, you're trying to mod Oblivion to make it look this good. Wait for the remaster? Yeah, I would just wait. Even if it's not coming out for a year or so. I don't know when it's coming out. But yeah, I would rather just wait. I don't really want to play Fallout 3 again until the remaster, because it's not worth it. It's just like it's not worth it for Oblivion. I don't know why I would ever realistically go back and play the original, other than for nostalgia to see it. But, you know, people are like, oh, it can run easily on your computer. Yeah, it can run easily. But when you try to run it, you can see the draw distance literally loading in because your computer is so powerful, but the game itself couldn't let you see that, you know? So there's just little quirks like that where it just doesn't work like it could, you know? Back when you played on the 360, you didn't notice those things because it's just what you expected. So Skyrim won't be remastered anytime soon. So Skyrim, you could, you know, I can make a mods and play for it. That's okay. But trying to mod Oblivion, yeah, you can mod Oblivion. I've modded it before to make it look better. But some people are like, don't mod Oblivion, or don't play this, just mod Oblivion so it looks better. You're not going to mod Oblivion so it looks better or runs better than this. If you could mod it to look like this, it's not going to be natural like how they did. You'd have to be professional at that level. The Sky Oblivion mod, when it comes out later, if it's stable, I could play that for like a one-time playthrough just to see. But some people said Sky Oblivion will look better than this, and it's like, no, it won't, because it's in the Skyrim engine. Like, it's in the Skyrim Anniversary or Skyrim Special Edition engine. It's like, yeah, it has God rays, it has better lighting than default Skyrim did, and they probably put some effort into the texturing, so the textures will be higher than original Skyrim. It's not going to be Unreal Engine, and it's going to be a massive download probably, right? It's going to be a massive download like this is, but in a modded format. And I'm sure there'll be crashes and bugs, and when you're playing, you know, it'll probably be problematic. It'll be fun to play, and it'll be a cool experience, but it's not the same as game is there. The game works, especially, you know, if you get a better PC, then it really works. So it's just better to do those kind of things long term. So we'll see what other RPGs we can play. You can milk Oblivion for a long time. The original I had a lot of hours, and so you can always also make like an Archer playthrough where you start out in the forest. You can do that for Skyrim too. Fallout 3 Remaster eventually play through like that. Yeah. Well, those are the plans. We'll stream again next weekend. I have something to do, but I also had that to do today, so probably I can still stream Saturday night unless the testing goes really late and I'm exhausted. Maybe not. We will see. Normally I stream though, but May it's really bad for that because every weekend I have events. So, but I announced it in the Discord early, so at least an hour beforehand. So, and it's always Saturday evening. So, if not, I'll tell people in advance. We're gonna end it there, Madaugu. We had a lot of good people say some stuff. So, good old Jaffe, Prasant, and you. So we will see you next time, guys. Okay. I'll see everybody next time. The next episode. No, don't worry. All right, we'll see everybody. Probably next time will be more Oblivion. I might just do it. I'll probably play some off stream, but I won't do like main quest line stuff. I feel like. All right, see ya. We'll say honk honk like this. There we go. All right, see ya.